afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Jtraedz TV, where we discuss all stock-related contents and much more. Guys, again, thank you. I want to thank everybody for helping me get to that goal, man, of 1K subs, man. Guys, we finally did it. Hitting that 1K sub mark, man. Guys, just continuously keep hitting that sub button, man. But I definitely appreciate you guys for helping me make it this far, man. I couldn't have not made it without you guys. So I wanted to say thank y'all for everything, man. If you are new to my channel, guys, just go ahead and go to that YouTube channel. Smash that subscribe button. If y'all ready to subscribe, like, share, comment. Mwah! Good morning, Queen. Well, good afternoon on my end. Good afternoon. And guys, if you are on my Twitch, go ahead and hit that follow button and subscribe to avoid the ads. Other than that, man, guys, let's get ready to rock and roll. So far, doing lunch. What's up, Jenna? Yeah. I just had a few. Well, this morning we had a power outage, so we wound up getting that back, and then I do have a few one-on-ones to knock out, and we'll be going back to normal. Yeah. No, Jenna, I'll be starting back in the morning. We'll be doing that once I get these one-on-ones out of the way, so I gotta do that first. I have a few one-on-ones that's early in the morning, and I'm gonna knock that out, and once I do that, I'll be able to go, live stream from. I'll start at like 9:15. Get everybody prepped up 15 minutes in advance before the market opens up at 9:30. But yeah, I will be going back to 9 o'clock, 9:15. So I kept my promise. I'm keeping my word. I said once we hit 1,000 subscribers, I was going to start back in the morning. So y'all got me on that. I had to keep my promise. I had to keep it. Got to keep it, Queens. Let's see. As far as earnings, let me go to the earnings real quick. Earnings, like I said, nothing really even nothing major. As far as blue chip company goes, few retail companies that we do have coming up. Let's see. Like I said, I don't see anything really major standing out as far as earnings at this moment. I mean, we do have Nike and FedEx. That's going to be Thursday. But really nothing else really stands out to me as far as, you know me, I'm a blue chip trader, and I don't really see anything just yet that cause any type of impact in the market. As far as the let me see, economics, we do have a few data coming out tomorrow, so definitely be mindful of that. Tomorrow, guys, we do have, let's go ahead, for what I've seen, it should be the non-farm payroll. Should be coming out tomorrow as well, with housing starting permits and retail sales. That's all going to be at 8:30. Then we're going to have the PMI composite flash at 9:45 and business inventories at 10. So keep that in mind. So we're going to have data from 8:30, 9:45 to 10 o'clock. So we're going to have some data coming out to see on how it's going to impact the market tomorrow. So we'll definitely keep everything on watch. Other than that, guys, so far as far as lunch, we still kind of got this little range going on with SPY. The area that we were in was kind of going back and forth. We're between 82 down towards this 80 to 79 level, kind of ping-ponging where your buyers are located, where we have this demand zone here, and we have like this supply zone between the 82 up to 83 level. So right now we're just kind of going back and forth, and I'm also keeping my eyes peeled on VIX, because you know VIX likes to do the opposite of what SPY does. So right now it seems like we got like a little slow uptrend on VIX, and we kind of got this little downtrend on SPY. Now if we want to definitely see this reversal, we want to see those buyers come in right here off of this 80 level. We want to see that nice push back up to the upside. But right now, well, right now as far as Tesla, Queen, the main area that we need to get above is going to be 480. 480 is going to be a strong resistance, because you kind of see right here, we try to get a break above 480, and let me put a little mark up there too as well. 480 first and foremost, that's going to be key. 480, that's going to be the main area we got to get above first and foremost. Put it up here, bam, see that? 480, try to break above 480 again, came right back on down, so you kind of see 480 is going to be a strong little wall. So right now we got a little range on Tesla between 480 and 475. The 475 is still holding up pretty decent, so kind of like in a little $5 range with Tesla. Yep, right here. So you're still holding these bottoms around 475, and you got this little top area around 480. Got a little mid area, I think that's 477.50, like a little mid area right here. Let me set my little price point. Should be around 477.50, kind of like a little mid area. Let me put that. Let me see what color I want to use. I just put yellow. Yellow, and we'll put 477.50 on that one. So we're right here. So you see how we underneath that little pivot point? So we get that break above 477.50. That'll put us in the upper range between that 477.50 up to 480. Right now, you kind of at the lower portion of that channel, the range of 477.50 down to 75. So, but the main key area that we want to get above is going to be 480 for sure. But we got a lot of resistance right around here, because we can't hold our gains. So definitely keep it on watch. But look like we're trying to get this push back up. I'm definitely keeping this on watch to see where we go. Look like VIX is starting to get a little weak. That means SPY starting to strengthen it up, because you got to keep in mind, guys, VIX does the opposite of what SPY does. If VIX drops, SPY goes up. If VIX goes up, SPY comes right back on down.
Dollar TSLA bottom 475 minus 477.50 to $480.
Yeah, so right now, as far as Tesla, just focus on this range right here. So again, you see how we having a hard time trying to stay above 480, so that's going to be a tough resistance in itself, because we're trying to go from the 470s now into the 480s, and you already, every whole number holds up as a natural support or resistance. So keep that in mind. We want to get that break above 480. Now once we get above 480, that's going to now put us in a new bracket between 480 up to 485, because we know what the end game is, and we know what buyers are trying to do. Buyers are slowly trying to move their way up to that 500 level. So we know that once we get above that 477.50, you do have room to retest around that 480, but we want to get that breakout above 480. So that'll put us in a 480 bracket. So once we get that breakout, we can move that range from here up here. So definitely keep that on watch. I mean, we still got like a little uptrend still forming on it, though. I mean, still, one thing with Tesla, I mean, out of all the blue chip companies, I mean, Tesla has held still pretty well. You remember we were talking about that for my last live stream, that out of all the blue chip companies, Tesla was holding up pretty well between Tesla and Apple. We'll take a look at those charts as well. But look at this. I mean, Tesla's still holding up pretty decent. Tesla still still holding up pretty strong. So I still wouldn't count Tesla out. We just got to get that break above that 480 to get that push into the 480 brackets. So look right here. Getting above that 475.50. I'm sorry, 477.50. But that possible push right back up to 480. Keep that on watch. But we got to get that breakout. If those buys can come in strong, hold above 480, then that'll put us in a new range. So definitely keep that on watch. So right now VIX is pulling. That means SPY is still holding. So the level that we want to take out on SPY is going to be around that 82 up to 83. Because the goal is to get back up towards these highs that we fell from in the beginning of the market, which is around that 686. So we want to definitely get that reversal back up to the upside. So we definitely want to see this downtrend transitioning now to an uptrend. So right now we started to slowly break out of this little downtrend that we do have, but we definitely want to get that break above that 83 to 84 level to get that nice reversal. So right now buyers are still trying to hold. There's a lot of chopping still going in between these key areas right here. I'll put it like this: would it definitely put the nail in the coffin to give us that nice reversal back up to the upside? We want to see a crack on VIX right underneath that 1650, because you see right here that's holding up as a strong support now that we're above that price point. And I'm gonna go into the other chart so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So like I said, as of now, we still got Tesla holding up pretty decent. Let's take a look at these blue chip companies real quick. Let's see how we're looking on these bad boys real fast. Let's take a look at Meta going into. So Meta's holding up pretty good. From 640, that's still holding up pretty good. So we already know we got to take out 660 back up to that 680. So we know 680 is going to be a tough resistance. So right now, look like it's trying to set up for a nice little bounce reversal. So from 440 up to 460, guys, that's a $20 run. You got to keep that in mind. From 440 to 460, that's $20. So keep that in mind. Let's see what Tesla, how we looking on you? Because I know Tesla's still been looking pretty good. We've been on a nice little uptrend since last week. So let's see what you're doing on Tesla. What we looking like? Yep, Tesla's still holding that uptrend. That's still looking sexy as shit. Let's see what we got for Apple. Well, I know I got a few traders on Apple. Let's see, Apple. The only thing that's with Apple is we getting like a little more of a downtrend than an uptrend. That's the only thing with Apple. See, ever since we ran up towards that 288, we've been on this downtrend now, creating like lower highs. And we did fall out of that little channel that we talked about. So it's kind of more of a downtrend than an uptrend, because we wound up cracking the uptrend. So that's not looking good for Apple right now. So the ones that's holding up pretty decent right now is Tesla for sure, still on the continuation uptrend. Meta is starting to pick itself back up, still holding that 640 level, trying to reverse its way back on up, going from bears to bulls. So you got to keep in mind the main thing that we want to break above is 660. So that'll break us out of that downtrend and possibly give us that reversal where we can start to see more of an uptrend from 660 up to 680. Let's see what else we got. AMD. AMD still looking out, still on that downtrend setup, so that's still not looking pretty decent, still not looking pretty good. So we definitely want to get that break back above 220 plus, 220, 225 to get us that breakout and that reversal. Google. What we got on you, Nap? Still ain't looking good. Nvidia. How we looking on you? Right now, 174 is holding. 174 is holding at this time. We know that we got that strong resistance right at 190. So let's see can we get this rotation on the video, because you can clearly see the rotation from tops to bottoms. You can see that the buys are always coming around that 174, 175 level and go for that rotation up towards that 190. So right now we're holding these bottoms once again to see can we go for that possible rotation back up to the upside. So right now, I mean, we're ranging on NVIDIA, so we're not falling. So right now we're definitely still holding between that area of 175. So that's still holding up pretty decent. So the only ones that's looking weak right now is Apple. Apple's still pulling. AMD still not looking decent. So let's see what else we got. What other ones we got? Let's see. And Queen, I got you on this one too, because I got your IWM and all of these set up here too, Queen. IWM and so forth. So IWM, get back above that 152. We got to take out that 252. Take out that 258 up to 260. So we want to definitely see that nice little bounce, that transition. What is that? 255 level. So 255 on up. So we want to definitely re-break out of these key levels here. 255 up to 258. Amazon, how you looking? Amazon. Are we still in the downtrend on you? Yep, still in the downtrend on Amazon as well. So that's still not looking, holding up pretty decent on that. So it's like a lot of these tech companies are still pulling back still. Let's see where we at right now. 222. Bottoms around is 217. So what we want to prevent on Amazon is a possible inverted cup and handle pattern. Because it looked like if we fall all the way back down, we lose that 222 back down to 220, that's going to close out an inverted cup, so that's not a good sign. Microsoft on here, what we got on you? How you looking? Still pulling back. It's like all the tech companies are still pulling back at this time. They're still looking weak. All the tech. So the only ones that's still running, and again, you have Tesla pushing. We got Meta holding. So see that? See a lot, but majority of them have like downtrend setups. Microsoft, NVIDIA, AMD, Apple, Amazon, a lot of them still downtrending at the time. I know, and I already know that CRWV was going to be downtrending because that's a part of the tech. So that's downtrending still too. So right now, and I already know you're a CRWV fan, Nadia. So again, we do crack that 70. Look for that possible next leg on down, 75 down to 60. So that's still going on that downtrend still. So a lot of them still looking weak though, man. A lot of them are still looking pretty weak. The only ones that's holding up pretty strong is Tesla right now. Tesla and Meta. The only ones that's holding up pretty decent. I mean, like I said, Tesla, we just got to get that break back above 480 plus. Meta, we got to get that break above 660 for that push up towards 680. That'll put us back in that range. So we look at it from here, guys. We are with Meta's in a $20 range. From 460 to 480 with that mid area of 460. So 640. I said the wrong numbers. I'm sorry. 640 to 680 with the mid area of 660. So you notice the tops, you notice your bottoms, and your mid area. So as long as that 640 holds, we want to see that nice reversal back on up. Take out 660 for that possible push up towards those tops around 680. So we want to definitely go for that nice $20 reversal back to the upside from the 640s up to the 680s. And we can get that. I mean, that'll be smooth selling. We can see a possible indicator gap fill from these indicators here, the 9, the 20, and the 50, up towards that 200. So that'll give us a nice, beautiful little gap fill. We get that push back up. Those buys come back in, give us that uptrend. I mean, that'll be nice. So let's see if we can try to find an uptrend for Meta to see, do we have a nice opportunity back up. So we're kind of in a little crossroad between a downtrend and uptrend. So yeah, we definitely want to get that break back above 660 up to 680, where we can transition from a downtrend now to an uptrend. So Meta looking still good. Tesla still looking decent. NVIDIA still holding up in this range again, 175. So we definitely want to get that push back up 180 plus. So, I mean, those three are holding up pretty decent. Everything else looks like it's still pulling back, though. Everything still looks like it's still pulling back. So, let's move NVIDIA up here, and we'll move Apple down for right now, since it's in a, downtrend setup. So, all the ones that's holding, we'll put up here in the top 3. So, right now, like I said, NVIDIA's still holding up pretty decent, and I'll put Apple down here for right now until we, that bad boy starts to get some momentum. But look at Apple. Look at this. We're in a downtrend. Look at this downtrend setup. Still got this downtrend setup still going on, and I'll make it a little bit bigger so you guys can see it too. Let me get a bigger chart. I do apologize about that. All right. And also we're gonna look at the 5-year chart on SPY too to see can we finally get this breakout out of this trend line? Can we finally break out of this strong trend line that took us out in 2021 and 2022? That is the million-dollar question. Can these buys go for that squeeze to the upside, or could this be the beginning of the end? It's the million-dollar question. So let's go back a little bit right here, guys. Let's go back. Do I got my 10-year chart open? Yeah, let me go to 10-year. 10-year. Wait. All right, there we go. So remember, guys, last time we hit that red strong trend line, that was in 2021, 2022. Remember when we went over this over and over and over again. Hit that strong red trend line. You got a nice bearish market. That was in 2022. We had that nice bearish market in 2022. Then we wound up getting the bounce off of that 350. Nice move back on up into 2023. Gave us a nice cup and handle pattern, breaking above that 480. Got that nice push up to that new high right around 610. Going into 2025, then we got that pull back to where? That old breakout level at 480. And we hit that green trend line for that move right back on up to the red trend line. So you notice every time we hit the green trend line, buy you step in, green trend line, buy you step in, buy you step in, buy you step in, buy you step in. Y'all notice that. Every time we hit the red trend line, sell a step in. Sell a step in. So the question is, going from 2025 into 2026, knowing this is the last month of the year, can we go for that breakout and actually create some new all-time highs into the 700s, or will this be the end? Will this be the actual area where we get stuffed underneath the 88, 85, right back on down? Now, 2-case scenario to this, and already you're still kind of overbought still on the RSI. Now, the only thing, as I mentioned, guys, is if we cannot break out, so I'm just giving you a 2-case scenario. If we cannot break out, you got to keep in mind where your old breakout zone was. Right around 610, right here. When we ran on up here, got that breakout 610 and got that push to the upside towards the 680, 688 up to 690. However, if you notice, we haven't came back down yet to retest this old key level that we broke out of for a possible, test to the up to see can we get this bounce back to the upside. So we still have room to pull back down to that level. So we did pull back, but those buys came in right at 650. And push this right back on up, but we are still hitting this strong trend line and this strong resistance. Every week we try to hit this same key area, we get rejected, we get rejected over and over again every single freaking week. Now, what I'm trying to, again, the only thing that's concerning of me, can we get a breakout, or will this be the area where more sellers could be possibly piling up at? So the more that we keep getting rejected at this key level, could more sellers be preparing for the possible pull on down towards this 610 level, where you'll go from the 13 EMA down to the 50 SMA, which will bring you to that old breakout area of 610. So, which nothing is wrong with that, because this is still be a good buying opportunity for the possible bounce back to the upside. But we know that we are in a very, very, very serious area. It's going to be a make or break, because if we can break above that key level, then yes, we can see some new all-time highs where we can finally break out of this range that we've been in for almost over 5 years. So if you notice that, we've been in the same exact range.
Do you think we have HNS for 1 hour for IWM?
Let me check it out, Queen. Let me check it out. Because, let me see. Because the main area is on IWM. Like I told you before, Queen, that's going to be that 58 level. That 58 level of the 60 level. If we can break above 60, we can create some new high days and so forth. But as far as SPY, guys, look how long we've been in the same range. 2021, 2022, 2023, I'm sorry, where I'm at, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, into 2025. So roughly 5 years. So we've still been in the same exact range for over 5 years, back and forth, going from the bottoms right around this green trend line up to the red trend line. So the question is, going into 2026, can we get a breakout, or could we see a possible, so I say a possible, repeat of 2021, 2022 that we got here, right here. 2021, going into 2022, hitting that red trend line for that bearish market here. See that? Hit that red trend line, fell all the way back down to that green trend line where we had a huge sell-off year. So the question is, can we get that breakout and avoid that? Create new highs where we can get this push up to now the 700s? Or will this be a repeat of 2021 2022, where we'll hit that red trend line once again and get that nice pullback.
AJ Boss, glad to see you up and running again.
Man, Queen, appreciate you. Now we had a blast, man. Now thank you so much for all the love and support, Queen, and thank y'all so much for helping me get to 1,000 subs. I definitely, man, you three ladies, Jenna, Aussie, Nadia, you ladies, I want to tell you guys, thank y'all so much for always, riding for me, rocking for me. Y'all been my day ones. Y'all been supporting me, interacting with me. So I just want to tell you ladies, thank you in advance. So let me give y'all some love, you three ladies some love, and a salute, and Jtraedz. So thank you ladies, appreciate you. So I want to let you know that your hard work does not go unnoticed. So thank you. So guys, okay, let me ask chat. Let me ask you this. What do you think is going to happen at the end of this year going into 2026? Do you think we can finally break out and actually see some new all-time highs, now break into the 700s? Or do you think we can see a repeat of 2021, 2022 at that red trend line, but now in 2025 crossing over into 2026 for a possible correction? What do you think? Like I said, as far as the RSIs, we are overbought. RSIs are sitting around a 62, so it's still kind of overbought. So we haven't got that cool off. I mean, we got it at the early eras of 2025 where we had this nice pullback, which caused the RSI to pull back down.
$610 new support.
Yeah, so let me bring up the RSI real quick. Let me drag it up a little. So that's the only thing too that's concerning me right now too, Aussie. That the last time we got that cool off.
Will go down before Christmas.
Yeah, so that's the only thing that's concerning me, Nadia and Aussie, is, I mean, if you look at your RSI, we still somewhat overbought, right? Up here, we still overbought. See, the last time we came down to the oversold was when we had that massive pullback from 610 all the way down to 480, that old breakout area. So that's when we got that nice cool off as far as the RSI, when we came back down to being oversold, which was a great buying opportunity, to run the market right back on up. Now, the only thing that's concerning of me as we cross over to 2026 is that we are still sitting kind of in a high, RSI, because we kind of overbought still, kind of close to overbought level. I mean, you still got room to push back up. Don't get it wrong. Where you can still push back up to the 70s. But me personally, I would like a nice cool off where we can have some good buying areas, where the market can have a nice, decent area for that nice possible move back to the upside. I wouldn't mind that. That, kind of get us away from that top area here. Let me go stretch this out a little bit. So that's the only thing that's concerning me as we're on the last month of the year and we hitting the strong resistance. And every single week we can never get above that price point. So that's the only thing that's concerning me as of now. That's it. Like right here. Because you gotta keep in mind, guys, these are weekly candles, Monday through Friday. So the only thing that is concerning me is that area that we keep hitting repeatedly over and over and over. See right here, look, every single week we fail. Like none of these weeks can go past this, stay above this 85, 88 level up to the 690s. Every single week we fail, and what scares me in a way is, like, could more sellers be piling up, seeing the psychological level where more and more sellers could come in and yank even harder, for a possible harder pullback. See, that's the only thing that's just concerning of me right here, because we are at a very, very, very crucial level. This level is make or break. Now, if buyers can step in aggressive and get above 85, get above 88 to the 690 level and reverse, like especially this week, if we can get this candle to reverse up, where we can go back above 85, 88, 90, where we can go up, creating that new high, then yes. But right now, if you notice, every single week we always fall right back underneath this white trend line and that red trend. This white price point and this red trend line over and over and over and over and over again. Like, we keep hitting that same exact level. And like I said, last time we hit that key level was in 2021, 2022, when we hit over and over and over and over. And then as we got at the beginning of 2022, we had a nice sell-off all the way back down to the green trend line. You went from red to green, which was a good buying opportunity once you hit that green trend line, going at the end of 2022, going into 2023, when we created that cup and handle pattern right here. Cup and handle pattern, and broke above what? 480. And then in 2025, we wind up doing what? Pulling back to what? 480 and that green trend line. So that's the only thing. But now instead of 480, now we have a new breakout area, which is going to be now 610. You can see right here, 610 rejected, 610 rejected, hard pullback, got right above that price point. So now we created a new breakout point, but we have yet to come back to test it now on the upside. So that's the only thing, because look how much room you have to possibly fall this way. Once you crack 660, down towards this key area here. That's the only thing. Look how much room you have to fall. That's the only thing that's concerning of me. Could we see a repeat of 2021 going into 2022? I mean, 2025 to 2026. That's the only thing that's concerning of me. Hitting that red trend line, and we know how powerful that red trend line can be. For that to take out a market with for a year, I mean, come on now. So that's the only thing that just scares me. That's the only thing that scares me. It's like, I mean, look at this. And look, SPY. Look at this. SPY still, I mean, see what I mean? It's like you having a hard time trying to get back in the 80s. Look at this. As SPY go down, your VIX goes up. See that? Still holding that 1650, trying to go for that reversal. Bam. So VIX looks still strong while SPY still looks weak. Look at that. Still on a descending wedge. Now under one of your main support areas, which is 680. Now turning to resistance. Now the next key level you have left is going to be down here towards that 79. Once you crack 79, I mean on down to 78, because we have a lot of room to still fall to the downside. So yeah, to me SPY still looking weak. So to me it's still looking weak. Still looking weak at this time. So I'll be very, very mindful of this. So let's do this. Let's do this. Let's take off pre-market and after hours real quick to get a better idea, to see how how we kicking off. So right now, from Friday, what we at? Let me check the whole look at this whole entire setup. So from Monday 9:30, where we at right now? 1 o'clock. So right now we are setting up for a downtrend setup for Monday. So you remember, Monday sets the tone, Friday sets the standards. So let me fix this up a little bit too. My bad, guys. All right, there we go. So right now we have fallen out of this old range, now underneath it. Now turning this old support line now to resistance. And look at this. All we are doing right now, guys, is falling. Falling, falling, falling. This is the last line of defense before we go to even lower levels. So let's see. Let's go back a little bit. What's going to be some more low key areas down to the downside. Ugh. Yeah, they look like that may be the last line of defense right here. Last line of defense, guys. If you go right across the board, look at this. See where your bouncing area was at? 79, 79.80, 79.80. See right across the board. And now you testing that 79.80. And look all this room you have to come back down to these old key areas. Let me see. What's this? What was this strong area at right here? What was this? About 75? Let me bring it down a little bit. This old breakout zone right here. So let's go this way. If we were to fall and crack, how much room you had to fall down this way? Down to this old area, that'd be around 75, 76, 75. From here to here, ooh, that don't look good. If they can't hold, I mean, I know it's choppy as hell, but look, I mean, look at the setup, man. Got rejected from Friday into Monday. Look at this, just straight chop. I mean, just straight drop. Lower highs. I mean, it's just still looking weak. This is so right now. What we're gonna do, guys, is just keep our eyes peeled at 79.80 to see can they hold. Because buyers would need to hold and get back above that 82 to save this play without falling out of this range, this last range that we got. So let's move it down a little bit, because this is gonna be like almost your last line of defense right here. It's gonna be your last line, last leg. Because every time, because you can see right here where you had the strong demand zone right here, how much we held over and over and over. 79.80, 79.80, 79.80, 79.80, right across the board. Now look where we at. We hit 79.80, bounce, 79.80, bounce, and look where we at. And it's starting to look a little weaker. Starting to look like almost like an inverted cup in a way. Looking a little bit inverted. So watch this key level to see can buyers hold. Because if they crack, you possibly falling back down to this next key level. Why around this level? If you go back, you see this old breakout area? Right here, look at this old strong breakout area. See right here, right around this 76, 75 level. See right here? Well, we got rejected hard, and then got that nice bounce back on up, turning old resistance to possible support, now being above it. So that means that we crack, your next level on down is gonna be right around this area. So we could see something we could, it's a possibility. Don't quote me on this. Don't quote me on this. We could see something like this if we get this pullback. We could see this. From these tops, we could see this little move on down. See, can bias hold this key level for that move right back on up to retest. Almost look like a, ooh. If they were to do that, I could see if they was to come back down, get these buys to step in for this strong bounce back to the upside. I do see somewhat of a, almost like an inverted head and shoulders pattern that could form. That means that they have to get back, I mean, hold this 75, 76 back on top of this 79, 80 level and do that. That'll be key. You see right here how this holding up a strong support? So if we can get a crack, get a rebound off of this 75, 76 level back up towards this level, turn this back into a little range, that'll be almost like a right shoulder, almost like a inverted head and shoulders pattern damn near. I mean, it's a possibility, but you know how, but you can also see how much room you have to fall still too though. From this 80, 89, from this 79, 80 level, all the way down to the mid area is around 76, 75. If they, if those buys can't hold, those sellers come in aggressive, that'll be your next leg down. So be prepared. Be prepared. So at least guys know ahead of time, because again, you see what VIX is doing. VIX is holding an uptrend while SPY's on a downtrend. So keep that in mind, because if VIX breaks above that once you break above 17 and retest 1720, create that U shape, SPY's going on a inverted. So as VIX goes up, SPY's about to come back down. So if those buys come in aggressive on, I'm telling you right now, look. Tell me if I'm lying. Remember, VIX does the opposite of what SPY does. So remember, if VIX goes up, SPY's coming down. So look, take a look at VIX. Look at this. VIX is on an uptrend, right? Look at all these key areas that VIX can go up if those buys push. You got this around the 723 up towards 1785. If we go on that push up, SPY's coming back down. So that means we could be seeing these possible levels. So watch as VIX is still trying to set itself up. So so these gonna be some crucial areas. So that 1688 level is equivalent to SPY's 79, 80 level. So we at a crucial level right now. Keep that on watch. We at a very, very crucial level right now. See that? Very crucial. Very, very crucial right here. So if VIX breaks this level on up to 17, we possibly could be cracking 79 now, back and falling into the 70s itself. Well, I mean, we're already in the 79s, but even lower. Because that floor is gone. No more bouncing. No more bouncing. If those sellers come in and successfully close, they're taking that floor away from those buyers. And we can see even lower levels coming. So watch VIX area here and watch SPY area here. So just keep that on watch. Because again, that around that 1688 on VIX is equivalent towards that 680, 679 level right here. So again, if VIX breaks, that'll set up SPY to crack. So that's going to be very crucial. But however, if SPY can hold, if buys can hold that key level and push up, then that should cause VIX to get rejected and pull back down. So we at a very crucial level. Keep that on watch to see, can buyers hold. Can buyers go hold and go for that push back to the upside? Let's see. It's going to be very crucial, guys. Very, very, very crucial. Very crucial right now. We'll see where we go. We'll see where we go. So just keep it on watch. We'll see. So right now we bouncing. Look like we starting to bounce. That should create that pullback on VIX right now. Should pull back. So right now we bouncing, but let's see, can we get a full bounce and not get trapped? Is it going to be an actual bullish movement, or is this another bull trap coming? Let's see what we got, guys. Let's see. All right, watch this key level. Watch down here. Watch down here. Let's see, can buyers hold, but it's still looking weak. I mean, it's still looking weak. I mean, you're underneath the VWAP, you're underneath all the indicators. It's still pointing down. See, that's the only thing. It's still looking downtrendish. It's still looking downtrending. I mean, the only area they got left, I mean, is right around here. I mean, you can see it. I mean, look how many times we done bounced psychologically on these levels. Over and over. And even if we go back a little bit. Go back, go back, go back. Look right here. Over and over. Caught a little crack, but then we recovered. And then still got that move to the upside. So look how powerful that little level is. So that means if you crack, that floor is gone. And that means VIX is going to shoot up. So we at a very crucial level right here, guys. Very crucial level. So let me go ahead and set this downtrend back up. So we got a little downtrend. See, you got a little downtrend on SPY still. While you got an uptrend on VIX. See that? They're doing the opposite of one another. One is uptrending, one is downtrending. So keep it on watch. Keep it on watch. Let's see what's going to happen. Because, I mean, right now, it's still looking weak, man. It still look like we could. We'll see. Because I know we had, like I said, this is a good demand zone. But I want to see if buyers can step in and utilize it. If buyers do come in, we should be starting to see a strong push back to the upside. They should be coming in. Because, I mean, look how many times, every time we come down, look at this. I mean, look at the reversal. Look at the transition of the candles. You come from bearish to bullish. Buyers come in almost at that same exact level. So let's see, can we see a repeat? Can buyers start to use this level again and push back to the upside? Let's see. Let's see what we get, guys. Very crucial level right now. Oh, and I'm sorry. And I know Jenna was asking about IWM. I'm sorry, Queen. I know you was asking about IWM. Yeah, the levels for IWM. Watch that 252. We want to get that 252. We want to hold with 252 because we want to get our way back up to 254 to 256. So we definitely want to go for that reversal back up. But we also even with IWM, we had a crucial level. Because if you lose 252, you have room to possibly fall back down to the 50s. So you notice we fell out of that range. I mean, even with this one, look at this. Look at right here on VIX. VIX went on a nice channel breakout, back in that range, under that range. Look at this. Inverted cup and handle pattern, right back on down, even also creating a downtrend. I mean, look at that. Downtrend setup from Friday into Monday. Downtrend setup. So it has a long way to go to get its way back up. Long way to go. Long way for a nice reversal. So boy, we have some very crucial areas right now, guys. Very crucial. So right here, don't get caught in the choppiness. Just keep your eyes peeled. Because what you want to see at this moment, you want to see some engulfing green candles. You want to see that bullish volatility. Because right now would be the time for buyers to step in. Kind of like we got here before. Came down to that key area. We got back above, 680. Got that nice little push back up towards 682 area. And then we got that pullback. But notice where your bouncing area is at. Notice where your transitional area is at. Around that level, right where we at. So we should be seeing buyers step in if we got enough buyers to hold. But if not, what you don't want to lose is this floor, because if those sellers take it, more downside is coming. More downside is coming. So be prepared where you can get that descending wedge flush.
What ticker was TQQQ and SQQQ again?
TQQ, it pertains to SPY on the long side. SQQQ replies to SPY on the short side. So remember, S is for south. Think about it. When you think about SQQQ, you're thinking about south. So that means going down. So that's what you think about. So that means short side. So that means that if SPY is falling, you can use SQQQ for that move back on up towards the upside. Yeah. So I mean, look at this. All I did was put my intradays together from Friday to Monday, even on IWM. Look at the downtrend setup. Look at this. Look at this downtrend setup you got from Friday's tops now until Monday. Look at this. All it created was a huge downtrend still, falling underneath all the major price areas that we needed to hold. So we go back when we first held. Remember, we was in this range right here. We was in this range between 50 to 50. What was this? 53. We stayed in this little range here right before the breakout. Broke out of this range. Ran up as high as around 258. Then we got that dump on down. Look at it. Look right here. Back in this range again. Look right here on IWM. Back in this range again. So let me take this one off. So we don't need this one because we underneath it. So let me do away with that range. Look at this. All we are is back in this range again. Back in the same range. So we tried to rotate out of it towards the upside. So the question is, could we be possibly setting ourselves up to rotate underneath it? Because you already caught an upper rotation out of that range. So the question is, could we be setting up for a lower rotation? So that's the question. If we do get a nice sell-off, so watch that. Watch these key levels. Watch SPY 2 as well. As I told you, watch right here is gonna be very, very crucial to determine what's about to happen. If buyers can't hold, we're gonna be pulling back down to even lower levels. So let me also go to let me see if we can see a little bit better on a 30-minute. We can, you know, kind of clean up the candles a little bit. Let me see if we can see it on a 30-minute time frame as well. Oops, I keep going to the wrong damn thing. 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes. Let me see, can we see it a little bit more cleaner on the 30? All right, let me go back a little bit. Go back, go back. All right, move you down. See what this old strong look right here, guys. Look. Let me do away with this little area. So let me take off these lines because I mean y'all can see it. Shit, I don't need no damn lines. All right, so look. Okay, you see where the strong area right here where we had the strong resistance at? Where we had that massive pullback, So keep in mind you're above it now. So strong resistance can now turn to possible support. So if we get that again, if we crack underneath that 80, 79 level, look at what's gonna be the possible next level on down. You see that? Because you're turning resistance now into possible support. There could be a possible bouncing area. So could this channel stretch out even bigger? So the question is, could we be doing this? So let me take off all these key areas. I know I got a lot of key areas. So let me do this, and stretch the channel out even bigger. From now, this being the mid area to the bottom. So I wonder, could that take place? From the overall tops to the possible new bottoms. If we want to crack it and pull it back down this way. So we're going to keep it on watch. So I still got this price point right at 70. Could be 79.80. Could be still holding. But if we were to crack and then you underneath that 200, ooh, I just noticed that too. Hold up. Ooh, you underneath that 200-day moving average. You underneath it now. You're no longer on top of it. See, when you was on top of this 200-day moving average, you got that nice bounce. But now look, you're underneath it. Ooh, I just noticed that too. On a 30-minute time frame, you are underneath that 200-day moving average. So let's see what's gonna happen. Because now being underneath it, you could possibly get a little possible pullback coming soon. We'll see what's about to happen, guys, because it's still looking weak. Still looking a little weak. We're gonna see what these buyers gonna do. Because if anything, they're gonna have to go for a strong push, and go. The thing for me, what I say would save this play is if they can get back above 82. Why? Because that'll put you back in this range here, from 82 up towards 88. See the old range that we had up here, where we had these lows of 82, back up towards 88. That'll put you back in this old range. That'll put you back above this old range and put you above some crucial areas that'll go back underneath you. But you gotta keep in mind, look, see, 82 is now underneath us. It's now above us. Strong support now turned to possible strong resistance. So that means that now sellers could be sitting here, setting up bull traps. And see that upper shadow. See how it's getting weaker and weaker. See that? Your last line of defense as far as this floor. Next possible level on down is towards this 76 to 75. That's gonna be your possible next level on down towards this old breakout area right here. This old strong breakout area. When you can start to create, damn, that look like almost like a, I was gonna say an inverted cup as well. Like an ugly inverted cup. Like a big inverted cup. I'm talking about SPY. I mean, look at this. Went up last week before, and then came right back on down. It's looking a little weak at this time. A little weak. And you fall underneath that 200-day moving average with possible room to fall back down this way. That's the only thing. Because you're on your pretty much last line of defense down here. And then you had and then your strongest pullback or low was all the way back down to a 74. Which that means you still got to bypass this old breakout zone. Yeah, guys, we're in a very crucial area right now with SPY. Very, very crucial. Because from Friday into Monday and them, I mean, this definitely no. When did it start? Not even Friday. This shit started, yeah, roughly around Friday. Yeah, because that was Friday morning. Because after we went on that move on up, because that was the FOMC meeting. Matter of fact, yeah, because I remember we ran on up for the FOMC meeting Thursday, and then we got that dump on off the next following day. So yeah, from Friday's tops going into Monday, yeah, you definitely just been on this. Yeah, you clearly see that. So from Thursday, right here from Thursday after the FOMC meeting, Friday we had that nice sell-off. I mean, right now I just kind of got like this downtrend setup, but you can see what buyers are desperately trying to hold and fight. They're trying to stay on top of this 79.80 level. It's gonna be very crucial. Cause like I said, the next key thing I would advise them to do is go for a strong push back above 82. Cause that's at least gonna put them back in this range again. So in other words, we need to get back. If buyers do so happen to step in aggressive, we need to get back in this range here. We need to get back in this range. Because that's going to save them and prevent them from falling back down even further. That's going to put them above the VY. That's going to put them above the 200. And by getting above 82, that's going to put them above the VY. So that's going to help them. Because you got to keep in mind, you're underneath the VY and you're underneath that 200-day. That's why they're going to have to go for a hell of a push up. Because they're going to have to bypass the 200. They're going to have to bypass the VWAP, and they're also going to have to bypass 682 because they're going to have to turn those areas back into support. But they can go for a possible reversal, as tomorrow and tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday rolls around. We can go for a nice little bounce and reversal to the upside. But right now, you're just kind of getting a lot of resistance right above your head. That's the only thing. And also, let's take a look at the 12-hour chart too to see how much more damage that we have on that one. Let's see, what's my 12-hour? How much more damage do we have on SPY? Let's see. Do we have a fighting chance to try to make our way back on up? Do we have a fighting chance? Well, how are we looking on the 12? Let's see. You already fell out of this range underneath 82. That's like I told y'all, that ain't good. And then that next level is going to be around the 78 here. We had this little bounce back up to the upside, and then from 78 on down, that was this area that we talked about on the 30-minute, which is that's going to put you around that 75 level, 75, 74. Because that's your old breakout area here. See that? See how we had that strong rejection underneath 74, that 74 level, then got that breakout? So old resistance could turn into possible support, but back down that away. So that means you could possibly go from 82 now down towards this 74. So from 78 crack all the way back down to this possible key area this way. Because I mean, right now, it's still looking a little. So right now, it's like you're in between 82 to 78. So kind of like right here. So let me move this old channel out the way for right now. It's kind of like right here is where we at this moment. Like right about here. See right here we had this little bounce. And then that nice move back on up. See, at one point, 82 held that support. That's what gave you that lift on up towards 87, up towards 690. But look, we're underneath it. So 82 now is resistance. Next key level down, right here we had this little bounce, which is 78. And then from 78, you got this next key level, which is going to be down towards 74. This old breakout area where you got rejected very hard on right here. So from 78 down to 74. That's the only next key levels I see. So that's the only areas I see, guys. Even my 12 hours is almost looking like my 30. Remember, my 30 had to rearrange. I had to rearrange the lines. It almost look identical. Almost look very identical. This big range. These tops, mid area now 82, down to these areas down towards 75, 74. So yeah. Because you got to keep in mind, until we get back above 82, these could be possible bull traps until we break back above it. Because like I said, look on how powerful it was before when you did red to green moves, where you were setting up bad traps going back up towards the 88s and 90s. But now you're underneath that bad boy. Now the sellers could be sitting here now setting up bull traps. So that's the only thing. Could be going from a possible bullish rally to a possible little bearish type of rally coming up. Because right here you have majority of green candles on up. Now it could be going to majority of red candles back on down. And then all your tech companies are still looking weak as hell. Apple. Look at this. Apple, downtrend. Even if I go to my 180, still a downtrend. You didn't crack this trend line, so ain't no point even having that. What else? Was it AMD? I think AMD was on a downtrend. AMD downtrend. We need to get back above 15. Well, really 20, 220 to get us out of that downtrend setup. What else do we have? I think Meta's holding for 640. Yep. So Meta's still holding 640, trying to create an uptrend. So long as 640 holds, we do have room to move our way back on up. So even if let me see. See, you got the bottoms where my green line is at. You got the tops where my red line is at. So 80, 40 with the mid areas of 60. So we want to hold these bottoms and go for that reversal back up for Meta. So keep that on watch. We looked at the video already, right? No, we didn't. NVIDIA 180. NVIDIA, look at this. Downtrend. Look at this. Still holding these bottoms around this 175, 174. Got to get that break right back above the 185s, 190 to get us, break us out of that little range. I mean, but the beauty part about NVIDIA, we're still holding a range. So that's the beauty part. You're still holding these bottoms. So that's still a fighting chance. Only when you crack the 75, 74 level, then you have to worry about possibly falling back down to the 70s. So as long as they can stay above 70, the 75, 74 level, you still have a fighting chance for buyers to push our way back up to the upside. So right now, I mean, NVIDIA's still ranging. It's just you don't want to lose these bottoms. What else? We already went over Apple. Oh, Tesla. We talked about Tesla already. Still, I mean, you can see that without me even drawing a trend line. You see what the hell that's doing. You can definitely see what Tesla's doing. Look at that. Look at this uptrend. I mean, look at this breakout. Look at this beautiful breakout on Tesla. Look at this. That's been starting since. When did it start? Since the 24th. Since the 24th of November. They held the bottoms of 390, been on this uptrend ever since, just gearing itself up. Look at this, ascending triangle pattern. Tesla has been the main one holding. It's been the most beautiful play out of all plays. Got that break above 470, now up to the 480s, and it's still holding up pretty decent. And I'm also looking at Tesla's 5-year chart to see how much room we have left to still go on that one. Do we have a fighting chance to go up to that 500? Let me see. Where's my 5? Let me go to my 5-year chart on Tesla. Because, I mean, Tesla's still looking decent. I can't even deny that one. I can't deny it, So let's see. Let's go to Tesla 5-year. All right, let's see. Tesla 5-year. Let me go to my charting. 5-year, 5-year, 5-year. All right, so right now we are coming to that strong red trend line once again. Strong trend line once again. That's going to be... What that's going to put us at? Around 490s-ish? I mean, we testing that trend line again. Had a nice rally, though. I ain't gonna lie, that bad boy had a nice rally from these bottoms. That was a hell of a rally. From this green trend line all the way up to that red trend line. I mean, it looked identical to SPY. I mean, for sure. It's very identical to SPY from those bottoms to the tops. High's gonna be around that, 488, 50-ish level. So we got those highs up here. So you got a little bit more room to still push. But you're gonna have some strong resistance coming, though. So, I mean, you had a hell of a run on Tesla. You had a hell of a run on it. So, I mean, again, I can't even knock Tesla. Tesla did his thing. I mean, look at this. Beautiful ass play. Look at this. Beautiful play. I can't even get mad at Tesla. I can't even lie to you on that one. What else, guys? Did we have Amazon, right? Was it Amazon? I think Amazon was on a downtrend. 180. Yep, Amazon downtrend. So we got to get above what? 228 to break us out of that trend line. 228 to 230. I know. Let me see. CRWV. That's downtrending. I can tell you, I already know that's downtrending. That's part of tech. That's gonna be downtrending. Yep. So got room to fall back down towards that possible areas of 70. So if you are on the put side on CRWV, still looking bearish. So you're still winning on that one. Anything else I'm missing that I didn't go over? Oh, Microsoft. I think that's still on a downtrend too. Yep, Microsoft downtrending. Yep, Microsoft downtrending. See, I told you guys, I'll be doing my homework ahead of time, man. I'll be making sure I'm watching everything, ahead of time to prepare myself, man. Because I always want to make sure I'm on top of everything. All right, these bottoms right around here. What is these bottoms at? Where you at? All right, got you. All right, let me list you in green for right now. What is that? What needs to hold? It's going to be around, 472? 472 on you. Put you green. All right, so 472. See this little range on Microsoft. Nice little range on that one. Still in a downtrend. So we need to get above 490, 490, 495 ish. Break out of this little range towards the upside. Anything else, guys? Google. Oh, y'all like the other one. Y'all like GG. Just the let me see. I think I got a chart set up on that one too though. Oh yeah, we cracked that trend line. Yeah. So that's still pulling back. So that's still no go on that one. I think that's it, huh, guys? That's it. I think we went over all the blue chips. Microsoft, Meta, yeah, went over all of these. Google, AMD, yeah, we went over all of them. I think that's it. Meta, yeah, we checked everything already, so that's done. So yeah, so y'all can see majority of them, especially the tech are pulling back, still having a lot of weakness. Now, all right, here we go, guys, with SPY. See what I mean? So here we go with SPY, getting that bounce off that level that I told you we need. I told you that preferred area that we're going to need to get on top of is 682. 682, because we want to save this play from falling down even further. So that's putting you right above that 200-day. That's good. That's good. But this is a 30-minute, so we got to get that 30-minute to close on top. Let me see what time this candle's going to close out in about 4 minutes, I think. So yeah, as long as we can stay on top, but we definitely want to get back above 682. 682 would definitely be a nice decent area because that'll put you back above the 200 and that VWAPs because that'll save this play from falling even further. Because I think what's definitely saving this Tesla for sure. We already got IWM trying to get back above 253. So from 253, we want to get back above for sure 254 up to 256. So it looks like that's trying to hold. So 252 held, trying to push its way back on up. So that's still looking decent. All right, starting to get some buys coming in. And then remember, guys, this is a 30-minute time frame. So even off the 30-minute time frame, you can still see that they're trying to push. So all right, so let's go back to reality. Let's go to the 5-minute time frame. See how we looking? Yeah. All right, still looking decent. All right, cool. So bottoms held. Remember we talked about those bottoms. So bottoms held so far. Still looking good. So now we want to get that break, that push above 682. That's going to be key to put us right back in that range because that's what we want. Because what was their old range? 682, 685, 688. I think that was the old range that we had. I think that was the original range. It was. I think that's what it was. I think I moved. Do I still have it? Yeah, I still have it. Okay, this was the old range. Okay. Yeah. The old original range. The old OG. Right here. I still got it. So I still got this range. So that's why we need that push above 82. Get us right back in there. Because we want to see that nice rotation right back in that channel. 682. What it was? 685 or the 688. That's what. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Yep. So to get that ball rocking and rolling, 682 for sure. 682 for sure. I know I had a clean, and my bad, guys, for having all this. I mean, that's what I was trying to. That was for each week. I had to keep breaking down different. I had to keep breaking down different ranges. So I do apologize for having too many lines and looking like it's all over the place. I'm so sorry. Don't you dare judge me.
I want to jump in now, but we'll wait for the 682 level.
Okay, so let's work on our entries. Remember we talked about so. Oh, you know another thing that we can do too? Remember that little trick off that video we watched? Let's see if it works, Queen. You know what I'm talking about. So let me see if it works. Let's see if that thing that you already know, what's her name said? Let's see if it works. Yep, lows. Yep, top, blah, blah. 1 hour, so 84. 79 with these top key areas all the way up towards almost 86. All right. So we know what the tops is and we know what the bottoms is. All right. So bottoms are holding. So we just gotta get that push back, break out of these old key areas here. 84, 86 for that possible push back up towards the 88s. Ooh, let me see something. Hold up, Aussie, hold up. Let me see something. Hold up, Queen. I see something real quick. Hold up. Hold on. I'm watching to see this little old area here. I'm trying to see if can it get back above here, or will this area turn into resistance now that we underneath it. Hold on, because I'm trying to see, can we avoid a trap. That's what I'm trying to get at. You see it right here, Aussie? See where after you had that long upper shadow, but the bodies of the candle stay right on top of this little key level here, where you bounced, but now we underneath it. So I'm trying to see if it's not going to be a trap right here. As they try to push back up, your sellers are sitting right here. So I'm just trying to see. I'm trying to see real quick. Right here, right across this board. Yeah, yeah. See, that's why I had to go into that other time frame. I had to want to make sure. I wanted to verify that. I wanted to verify because I want to make sure nobody, we're not getting into the wrong areas. So, because right now, I mean, you still got VIX pulling back though. I mean, underneath 1650. So I mean, that's showing weakness. We should be pushing. Because if VIX keeps falling, especially underneath 1650, we should be going for a push. But I do see this little trap though on this time frame. I do see this little trap. I do see this little possible trap. Come on, buyers. Come on, get us back above these key levels. Get us back above these key levels. Well, yeah, that's why I said we need to get above 82 in general, because we get above 82, that's gonna automatically get us above the VWAP. That's why that 82 is so important. All right, there we go. Because like again, remember, Aussie, the more that VIX falls, the more SPY has the chance to go up. So that means that long as we stay on VIX underneath that 1650, and we already cracked the trend line, so that's good. As far as seeing SPY go back up. So right now, VIX has cracked the trend line. Let me what you said? Oh yeah, Tesla. Yeah, Tesla still, like I said, Tesla was always bullish. I mean, that would never no doubt in my mind that Tesla wouldn't. I mean, Tesla's always been bullish. I've been yelling that since last week. Oh yeah. Tesla, what we got on you? All right, held the 175, 475. Y'all remember that range we talked about? The bottoms 475, mid areas of 477.50, up to the top areas of what? 80. So right now you're just bouncing off those bottoms, trying to get back above that pivot area, 477.50. We stay above that price point. Next key level, you already know where your buy is going for, 80. So keep that in mind. All you do is play the range, the range I talked about earlier. Just keep that in watch. Keep that on watch. You're rotating. Bottoms, trying to rotate his way back up to the tops. And where your tops? Right around 80. Oh yeah, let me move VIX over a little bit so we can see that a little bit more clear too, to kind of get a better idea for SPY. So VIX, as long as you stay underneath that 1650 and start to drop back down towards the lower areas of 16s, we should be pushing on SPY even higher. So let me go back to a 5-minute time frame on you. And yeah, it's looking pretty decent, looking pretty nice right there, getting close to that VWAP. So right now, as long as VIX pulls, SPY's gonna push. Keep that in mind. So the bottoms did successfully hold. The bottoms that we talked about. So that held, trying to reverse our way right back on up to the upside. So right now that's looking good. Looking good as far as buys go. So like I said, the main key area I do want to see us get back above is 82, because that's gonna get us above the VWAP for sure. So right now, as long as VIX looks weak, SPY has it. So that means that now that we're cracking this trend line, let's do away with make a duplicate copy and now set it up for a downtrend versus the uptrend. So let's flip it over the other way now. Now that we're falling on VIX, and set it up this way. Boom, 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 boom. All right, got some little downtrend set up on that bad boy. So the only time we need to worry is when you get back above 1650. That's the only time to worry. If those buys get back above 1650, that's the only time to worry, as far as on the long side. So let me do away with this trend line until we get back above it. We're going to do away with it. Let me darken it. All right. Bam, bam, bam. And we're going to focus just on the downtrend setup on VIX, which should lead to a possible uptrend on SPY. So right now it's looking good so far. There we go. See, like I told you, Aussie, Nadia, watch that 1650. As long as you stay underneath that 1650 and get a further pull back down, SPY's gonna go up. So that's all. Like I said, we just want to see more drops. Now, how far can VIX pull back down to? What was the key areas I went for this morning? That was one of the key areas right here. That was gonna be around 1627. You can see that bounce. And then from that level, you got these low areas back down this way. That's gonna be around 1580 say around is 1560. So first key area you're gonna possibly run into is gonna be right here. That's gonna be the first key area right here. So let me highlight that one real quick. So that's gonna be the first area that we could test. Put that white so y'all can see it. Right here we had this bounce. So come on spot, come on spot. Let's see what we get. So right now buys are stepping up, definitely stepping up.
How long did it take you to be so zippy with all the studies with TOS? Takes me forever to set up practice.
No, not really. No, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you what calmed me down a lot, Austin. What calmed me down a lot when I stopped looking at so many damn charts. You know, like looking at too many stocks. Man, Tesla, Apple, Amazon, CRWV. All I did was stick to SPY, and the reason why I look at VIX because VIX is correlated with SPY. So that's why I take those two. So I can't go over my trick though. I can only go over with only certain you and Nadia. I'll go over that with y'all later. But it's a trick I do. I'm not sharing it. I already give out free content. I'm not giving out no more free stuff. But I'm gonna share with you ladies. You know. So cause y'all, So I got y'all. Yeah, I'm not giving out no more. I like I said, Nadia, obviously I got y'all on that. Cause come on, man. I give out free information already as it is. Come on now. That I can't give out too many secrets. Where can y'all find those sweet secrets? One-on-ones. I'm not sharing all of that. No, gotta have something. So, at least I'm going over breakdowns of ranges and resistance and support to make it as simple as possible. And patterns and at least I do the most of that, every single time. But as far as my tricks, I'm not, no. One-on-ones, the only time you're getting it. That's the only time you're getting that out of me. One-on-ones. Nope. Can't do it. Can't do it. There's a little method to my madness on how I move quick. On both sides. Calls inputs like rapid. I had to teach myself how to do it though. I had to learn how to do it. Alright, so watch. Let's watch these levels on SPY. So we know that we need to get back above 84. So right now, this is the little temporary range that we're in right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put 84 in red, because that's just gonna be the little temporary top at this moment. Just for right now, that we just need to keep on watching. So we know how far we can go up, pretty much. We know how far we can rotate up, and then once we break out at 84, we got these highs from this morning that's gonna put us around high areas of 85, 86. Now, why do I have 84? Because all I'm doing is seeing the psychological level here. See, 84 acted as acted as support and resistance. So if we do get that push on up, we know that we have to tend to this level first. 84, then up to the 85, 86. Because you always got to keep your levels in mind. Always keep them in mind. Think about it. Why? Okay, Aussie, Nadia, Jenna. Why did I put my green line, as far as the support? How did I know what support was going to be at? How did I know what support was going to be at? What did I do basically to understand that without guessing it, to know exactly what the bouncing was going to be? What did I do? Right, still got VIX in this little range. Still watching that. Tesla right back underneath that 77.50. Still watching. If you don't watch it, ladies, I know y'all hear me. Don't be quiet. Our chat. How did I figure out the bottoms on SPY? Like alerting the right area. How did I know to alert the right area? What did I do? How did I know to alert this area to you guys? What needs to take place if we want to see an upside or a reversal? What did I do?
Jtraedz says, sorry, what was the question again?
Nah, I mess with you, Queen. No, I said, how did I come up with that level? You know, the green line on spot. How did I know to alert? You know, this is the area that we need to stay on top of in order to possibly reverse. Yeah, not just the 3 touches. I mean, yes, you have that, but what else? Like, what drew my attention to that specific price point? To say, you know, to not even guess it out. To say, oh man, we're gonna possibly hold here, but then fall. Like, how did I have some type of knowledge that Boz was gonna step in right here for a possible pushback up? Like, how did I know SPY was gonna damn near play off my line to a T? How did I know that? And again, it's not to be funny. It's just because I want you guys to have the same level of thinking. Because I want because I want you guys to have fun with your trading. That's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm throwing questions at you. No, not the tops. Well, yeah, I mean, you do have bottoms, but look at this. Look at the psychological areas. Exactly. It's exactly psychological level. See, over. Because you gotta remember, this is Friday. This is Monday. So take the same psychological levels where you bounced at before. Bam, 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 bam. And then if you go back over a little bit, I think we bounced over that like multiple times, even back here. Let me But yeah, but you're right though. You're right. We could not break it. We couldn't crack it because that's a psychological level. So let me see. Let me scroll up to the left. Yeah, but look right here in the past. Look. Go back all the way till what day was this? November 26th. Go back a little bit. So let's go from the present where we at, and let's go back to the past. Let's go back this way. Let's take a little trip down memory lane. Let's look at the almost the same exact range. Look, and let's take the same line and extend it to the left. Look, the same exact range. See, same exact range, even in the past. Bottoms had a little crack below, but the majority of that area held around 79.80. See that? Bounce, bounce, bounce. That's all the way in the past. November 26th, 24th. All I did was take the key level and now go this way to the present. Psychological level still. Look at this. Bounce, bounce, bounce. That's all I did was just take psychological levels to understand where was going to be that next line of defense or what the areas that buyers needed to hold before we catch a possible pullback down. So, but that's it, guys. All it is understanding psychological levels. That's it. Like, just, and again, man, have fun. Yeah. And Queen, all it is, and the reason why I do this or I question you guys, again, it's not to embarrass anybody or put any stress on you guys, is that I want you to have fun with it, not stress out. To understand, you know, oh man, we come down these levels, this is more of a call opportunity. I know if we come around these areas, this can be a possible put opportunity. I mean, you can see the rotations. Calls, puts, calls, puts. What you mean, Queen? Well, we broke past those levels. We broke past the 82s. We had to think about the next level down. What was going to be the next level underneath 82? What was going to, put it like this, Nadia. What was going to be that safety net? What was going to be that safety net underneath 84? Underneath 82, right? So, meaning that's your last line of defense before you get a further pullback down. Your last line of defense was what? Right around 79 and 79.80. Okay, let me ask you this. What else? And Queen and Nadia and Aussie, I always go over this as well. Why was that level? Another reason why that level was a possible area of support. Why? It's another reason why. I'm talking about down towards these low areas. Why was that such a possible area where you could lean on for possible bounce? Why? Not just the past resistance or the past support. What was it that also drew attention to say this could be a possible, rebound or a possible repeat of the same exact area again? Why? What was another reason? Something I always talk about when I talk about numbers. Something I always talk about. Chat, ladies, what y'all think? Why was no? Remember, okay, Nadia. Remember I told you every whole number. Remember that we talked about it. Every whole number can act as a natural support or resistance. Remember, because you are You're still in the $80 range, in that $80 range area. So remember, that's still considered a whole number. That's still considered a natural number, right? 80s. So think about it. Even though you came down towards the 79, you got back above 80, 80, 80, 80, 80. You notice that is a natural number that can act as support or resistance until you fall underneath that number and then fall back into another bracket. So right now 80, and again, those buyers are going to possibly step in around the area because they're still trying to hold what? 80, because they're still trying to stay in that 80 bracket. And remember, every whole number can act as support or resistance. So that's why those buyers are still fighting, trying to uphold that 680 level. Now it's only when we crack 80, that whole number is now going to turn into resistance because now you're underneath it. Now we have to focus on the lower prices, 78, 76, 75, and so forth. But right now, 80 itself is holding, 80, 80, 80. So now you got to think about it. You remember how SPY likes to move by $2 increments. So 80, 82, 84, 86, 88, up to what? 90. So right now, the main thing is we're just trying to create, at this moment, we're trying to create a balance. Because you got to keep in mind, today is Monday. This is the first day of the week, the start of the week. So it all depends on how Monday is going to set up, is how everything else behind it is going to set up. Because you got to keep in mind, Monday sets the tone, Friday sets the standards. So the tone that we want to keep on Monday is maintaining above 680, even as we go into tomorrow. Because why? That area is still going to hold up as some type of support because sellers are having a hard time trying to crack below that price point. So, yeah, and that's all it is. And yeah, Queen, like I said, it's not to embarrass anybody. It's just because I want you guys to have fun. Like, I used to be like that. I used to stress. I'm just being honest. I used to stress myself out all over the time. Like, man, how to read the market, how to do this, and things that I stopped doing. I had more patience. I stopped letting my emotions get the better of me, and I started to calm down on watching too many stocks at too many times. Man, I want to watch Meta, Apple, Tesla, Amazon, Nvidia, SPY. I had to calm it down. I was like, focus on the ones that put money in your pockets. SPY is one of the main ones that put money in my pockets. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I know how SPY works. Okay, what can I use if I want to go for puts, but I can't really understand resistance? VIX. Because why? VIX does the opposite. So all I do is focus, and that's how I do it. It's just understanding it. Or what I told you, you can flip your chart upside down as well. Flip your charts from the the upright side upside down. If you want to look at it from a put standpoint. So that means right here what we're watching on SPY, getting rejected underneath that VWAP, that means if you flip your charts upside down on a put standpoint, you should be seeing green candles. So you should be seeing a red to green move. Watch. I'll show you for example. So let me flip it upside down. So from a put standpoint, it should be red to green versus green to red. Watch. Flip it upside down. Puts. See what I mean? Red to green. It's another way to look at it. So if you ever want to go for puts but have a hard time trying to see it, on the upright side, just flip your chart upside down. Janero, what's up, boss? Man, long time no see, bro. Long time no see. But yeah, if you ever have trouble again focusing on SPY on the upright side on a put, like you can never have a hard time trying to figure out really where those tops is. All you gotta do, flip it upside down and kind of just play it in reverse. Because that means that the bottoms on your puts is going to be resistance on your calls. So that means this level here that we holding is a level that you're getting rejected on your calls. So that means what level do we possibly need to crack? Right around 680. Because that's what's going to give your puts that nice spike. So if we look at it from a put standpoint, we can do this from do I got my 5-minute chart set up? Yep, 5-minute chart. So let me go down to these little low key areas that we couldn't break. All right, boom, I'll crack. And set up somewhat of a little uptrend on this bad boy. Let's see. And this is from a put standpoint. So that means that we need to crack below 80 and at 79 for us to get that nice push on your put side. That's what that means. So again, you ever have trouble, flip your chart upside down, or simply watch VIX. So let's go back to the normal side. All right, go back. So where did we get rejected at? The VWAP. That's the rejection off the VWAP. So are we trying to do, guys, to just figure out, where do we go from here? Now we're in the second half of the market. Can buyers step back in? Can we see a squeeze? Or is this still a continuation from a downtrend? So all we doing now, we know if we want to reverse, we know we need to get above 82 up to 84. We know that, we know we need to get above those crucial areas to give us that reversal. Because we wanted the goal is to break out of this downtrend that we still have like kind of presenting right in front of us. I know it's gonna be a little tricky to see. We still got this little area here. I'm trying to make it the best way I can. I'm trying to set out best way I can. I'm trying to get these little tops. I'm trying to match it real quick. I'm just using this little area here. I'm not including this area yet. I'm just including like kind of like where we at right now. So we get breakout. All right, let's see. Right now, are we still holding? See, like I said, 80 still holding. Okay. Good. So nice. Now you got your little move on up, little pullback, possible bounce. Let's see, can we get a little pullback bounce? So okay. So a trick to this, okay, because especially trying to figure out entries. Okay, now normally what I look for if I want to play the like say for instance I want to play the upside. Like and I'll just be honest, I don't really play these type of levels like this. I like breakout pullbacks.
So you would go in on a call once it gets over that level.
Yeah, okay. So I'm trying to find a good one real quick. I'm trying to find a good one. Oh. Matter of fact, I did it on VIX this morning. I'm gonna show you what I did. I'm gonna show you exactly what I did on my VIX. I know I was gonna try to find a great example on what I did. All right, let me use VIX real quick. I'm gonna show you what I did. I'm gonna show you the trick that I used, the trick that I did. That's matter of fact, I put it in the Discord. Aussie. Let me see. Can I go to my Discord real quick? Let me see if it's gonna open. I hate when this thing does this. I need to go to my Discord because I did put it in there. That's when I was clowning with Primo. Let me open my Discord. For some reason, I hate when it doesn't let me open the app. I gotta go to the website to do this. Like it does that every now and then. Like I have to type in the link to my damn Discord just to go to my own Discord. See, look VIX. Look where VIX is at. 1650, right? See, I told you all I was doing watching that the whole time. I'm watching that the whole entire time. I ain't stupid. I'm watching that very, very cautiously. That means that VIX is going up. That means you're pulling back on SPY. Bet 5. Bow. See? Easy. But let me see. Let me go to it. Where did I alert that on? And I'm going to show you what I did and how I caught it. How I caught the next put opportunity. Where did I write it at? Here we go. Bam. Because me and Primo were just talking about VIX. Yeah, first I talked about the downtrend. I said I see that we're setting up for the downtrend right now, and I said I'm still watching the key level right around on VIX around 1650. Okay, so therefore I was. So I'm gonna tell you what I was doing. I'm gonna break it down to what I was doing on this morning. Okay, so this morning, right here, the start of the bell. So okay, VIX had went up. That means SPY was pulling back down. So I didn't chase this area. I didn't chase. So what I was doing was I was waiting for a pullback. So I didn't wait for a pullback here. I didn't wait for a pullback here. In my mind, I'm like, we're gonna go on a deeper pullback than that. So I had to figure out what was that pullback gonna be, Aussie. So instead of trying to chase, trying to go for a put here, not a put, but chase for a bounce here or chase for a bounce here, I was looking at lower key levels. I started to figure out. I was like, okay, what is an old breakout area? Because I know VIX likes to do that from time to time. So that's when I waited right here. So instead of waiting exactly at 1650, because I kind of had because when you get used to understanding these patterns and you know certain key areas, you know it's going to be a point in time where you're going to crack it, where you'll go down a little lower and then break back above it. So I knew that was going to crack 650. I knew it was going to be a level below it. So I had to figure out what was it going to be. So I know that not only, to use this level as we pull back, from these highs here. I knew once we pull back, I knew it was going to be another area back down other than just the 1650. I knew I had to look at something else. I said, okay, one thing that went past me was this level. I said, okay, let me set my line on this one. So that's when I put my line here instead of here. So Aussie, how many red candles is that? How many red candles is that? How many red candles you see? How many red candles do you see? Before we hit this level here, how many red candles do you see?
Ingrid Aussie Chick says. 3.
Exactly. So after this move, I waited for a red candle because I knew it was gonna bypass the 660, the 1650. I was like, okay, let me. No, three, Nadia. So yeah, right here, count it. 1, 2, 3. And why? Because I looked at this old area here, this old resistance. I said, because they could 9 times out of 10 on a strong pullback, they're gonna pull to another low key area. So that's when I put my line right across the board and I waited. So after these tops, I literally waited. I waited, and then I started counting my candles back this way. And lo and behold, red to green off of what? Old breakout area. And then look what happened. Back on up. And I even posted it. Look right here. Tell me I'm lying. Where's that area when I said bam? Bam, right here. I said, I caught the hidden support area on VIX and played SPY puts right off of it. Bam. And then I drew it out. Look where my arrows at. Look. I knew where the arrow was gonna be at. And I drew my and that's when I was clowning with when I was clowning with Primo, and I told him thank you, for being a strong and being a great mentor to me. So I mean it just got me to do that. But the beauty part about it, Nadia and Aussie, is when you go on big moves. Exactly. Because if we went on a big old move up, I had to think about a big move down. Because I was already like, okay, we already went up. We already went this high. We're going to pull back to a nice key area where, buy's going to step in. So I already knew not to go here just yet at 1650. I knew not to go there just yet. I knew that was going to get another area below. So that's when I started, trying to figure out, okay, what's that next key area? What's going to be below this area? So that's I had my original area here. So I started to hunt it down. I seen, okay, we have an area right here. I said, this is an area we haven't tested yet. So I said, if we go up for a stronger pullback, then 9 times out of 10, we're going to possibly crack this level and go down even lower. Which, what did we do? Right back down to this old area here, and then got back above 1650 and pushed to the upside. Bam. But you see how I waited. I was patient. I didn't jump. I didn't chase. And that's how I did it. I waited for some areas that made sense. That's what I did. So instead of me chasing behind this, talking about, oh man, I missed it, or chasing the wrong bounces, I was like, hell to the no. Now the reason why I didn't chase, looking for bounces this way, I'm gonna tell you why. Because now that we went, okay, let me ask you, I'll see and Nadia this. Why did I not try to look for an earlier bounce right here and here? Why did I not do that? Well, I could have jumped in thinking it's gonna bounce back up, but then come back on down. Or I try to go in right here and then come back on down. Or I try to jump in right here, but then come back on down. Why did I not do that? How did I avoid that? How did I know not to do that? How did I know to wait? To not chase here for a possible breakout, fake bounce. How I knew that? How I knew to do that? I mean, if you don't know, I'll tell y'all. I mean, I just want to ask if y'all know. Why y'all think I didn't catch none of these, but waited for this one? Why you think I did that? Why you think I did that? Well, not just that. Well, the reason why, because, okay, I think of reversals all the time. Okay, think about it. All right, look, Queen, for example. Look, for example. Look. No. I look for reversals, strong reversals, right? Think about it. The harder you go up, the harder you go down. The harder you go up, the harder you go down. Go up, go down. Go up, go down. So I already knew, because I already knew where the initial starting area was at this morning, which was way back down this way. So I knew that we were going to have an area to come back down even lower, because what I was doing was kind of measuring it in my head. So I thought about the measurement on up versus the measurement on down. So if you notice, we started right here off this green candle up, and I knew we was gonna come back down somewhere around these basically back down to these low key areas. Because again, I always think of reversals. So I always think of, if I miss a move up, I think of the measure move down. Measure move up, measure move down. Measure move up, measure move down. Measure move up, measure move down. So as we was coming back down this way, it's kind of like second nature. You can kind of see it, and it's hard to explain, but it's like when you stock trading for so long, in certain areas you can kind of predict and see. So as we were coming back on down, I already knew in my mind that we were gonna crack below 1650. I knew not to buy in this level. Like, just, I don't know. It just, again, I don't know, just because of my experience, but I knew not to jump in here. So I was like, okay, as we go back down, I have a feeling we're gonna have a candle close underneath that 1650. So, and I expected that. I said, okay, once we closed underneath 1650, that means the rest of these candles are going to go below 1650. So this is where those other two candles came in. But you remember, we counted our candles, right? Three red candles. 1, 2, 3. Back down to where? A nice key area that acted as resistance at one point that can now act as support. So all I did was patiently wait. I waited for it to fall. I waited for it to fall. This is why I caught that area right back on up. And that's basically what I did. I waited. I didn't chase. Now, could I have played on the other side? I could, but it was just too much. I couldn't do both at the same time. So that's why I couldn't play both like I wanted to. Because I could have easily, as it went on up, did the pullback, I could have easily caught a call for the bounce back on up. But it was just too much switching.
I see that now, Todd.
Yeah, and that's all I do, Austin, is kind of measure it. I measure the moves. Because I know how rapid VIX likes to get. So that's why, as it went on up, that's why instead of me, waiting on or putting my orders in here, that's why I was trying to find another key area that was below that price point. So that's why I did this. I was like, okay, what's the next low area? Right here. Because I knew this level we didn't test yet. So if you notice, we went up, but we never came back to really test this little key area. And I knew it was hitting. That's why I wrote it to Primo. I said I found that key hidden area. I knew I was gonna find an area. So that's when I drew it, and I waited. I waited for this pull back down, and after that, I started to count my candles. 1, 2, 3, and I was waiting to expect a nice transition, red to green. And lo and behold, look what happened. Red to green, right back on up, 1650, up towards the 1680s. So, but yeah, and that's all I did. And even right now, all I'm doing still is watching 1650. What are we gonna do? Right here, can we crack it and pull back down, which that means SPY should shoot back on up. So think about it. Right here, look at this level. If we crack 1660, so it looked like it's starting to arc a little bit. Look like it's starting to downtrend. You notice the lower highs? Look at the lower highs building up already on VIX. So right here, you got this area here already cuffing, already starting to turn. So you got green or red. So look at this key level here. So if we crack 1650, that's gonna create somewhat of a little lower high, the second area. So that means that we crack 1650 on back down that way. That means SPY should be breaking above that VWAP on up towards that 82. So, but I'm very calculated on how I do my trades now. I'm very calculated, and a great time to help you ladies is doing lunch. That's another thing. So doing lunch, instead of just watching the chop, the best thing to do is just kind of start preparing yourself when volatility does move back in. So just kind of start to figure things out, that already took place from 9:30 to 11 o'clock or whatever the case may be. Start to try to understand, okay, where did we come back down to? Where did we bounce off of? Just try to understand, what could be the next psychological level. Think about it. After all of that I did, how did I know to make my trend line, and how did I know that SPY was gonna follow my trend line exactly? Think about it. Look how SPY is going right off my trend line that I not too long ago posted with you guys. How did I know that it was gonna play like right off my trend line exactly? How did I know to keep my eyes open on 1650 on VIX? See what I mean? It's calculated, very, very calculated. Cause just taking my time and understanding the setups. I'm not rushing anything. I know that, okay, if those buyers can hold 1650 and go for that push right back up to 1680, I know that we can get a nice little pull back on down. It's only when we crack 1650, I know that we can get that move on SPY. Because all I do is flip it in my head in reverse. So, because I already know the price levels on VIX, I already know the price levels on SPY. So all I do now is just wait. I wait on volatility. What's going to take place. I know what key levels need to hold. I know what key levels need to break out. Because I already got it mapped in my head. So like I said, this was a great move that I caught right here. So now we got this bounce. We started to consolidate. We cracked below 1650, back above 1650. But that means right now buyers on the big side is trying to hold 1650, which means that sellers are trying to hold right around this 81 level on SPY because they're doing the opposite. So One is holding support, the other one is holding resistance. See how I'm playing it back to back? You see how I'm playing it, how I'm making it easy for myself? That's all I'm doing. I'm making it very easy for myself. So I'm not making it complicated. So, and you can do this with any stock. Like Nadia, I know you like to do IWM. All you gotta do is find a setup for that one. Find a setup for IWM. I mean, it don't, because again, you don't have to trade the trades that I trade, AK-47 trades, or anybody else. Ladies, if you know you love a particular stock or stocks have put money in your account, work on it. If you love SPY, then understand, because you got to understand, every stock has a different personality. Every stock has a different personality. Like the things that I broke down with you before. When it comes down to SPY, NVIDIA, Apple, Amazon, Meta, those sometimes like to move by $2 increments. The only one that sometimes like to move by $5 increments, which you already know, is Tesla. So, but once you start to understand the personality of each one of them, I mean, think about it. How you think I'm so quick to just draw out my lines and everything? Like, it's like I understand. I'm not only just making lines for the fun of it. I know the price actions. I know the price levels. Like when I'm doing something like this, how I know to draw my lines, I like, you know, in these specific areas. I understand the price level for each single stock because I study each single one of them. You know, because I stay in the blue chip range. You know, so that's why it's just because a lot of it is repetitive. Think about it. How did I know to put my line at 640? How did I know to put my line at 680? How did I know to put my mid area at 660? You know, I mean, it just once you get used to these personalities of these stocks, it's just very easy just to trade them. It's just very easy to trade them. And then not just that, man, understand the pattern setups. Like for Tesla, you guys could have still been trading Tesla on up. Look at this, uptrend towards 470, 480 by understanding the setups, understanding the personality on how they move. So what I'm saying is don't overcomplicate it by adding too many charts to your arsenal. Stick to the ones that makes you money and just understand it. Understand how it works. It again, these stocks, especially SPY is a very emotional stock. You just not stock, but an overall market. And you just have to understand on how it moves. Now, when you have choppiness, a lot of choppiness from time to time, of course. Why do we see a lot of choppiness? Because you may have some companies going up, you may have some companies going down. And what it's doing is making the market do this. Because now if they're all in one accord, moving, you know, together, then yeah, we can definitely see a nice either move up or a nice move down. But think about it. You got Tesla going up, you got some of the companies going down. So it's making it a lot choppy, you know, and putting in choppy ranges. But also, even through the choppiness, try to figure out the setup. You know, how is Monday setting up? Or, you know, how can I connect Friday into Monday? Can I get an overall possible setup on that one? You know, could I do this? Could I take Friday's play and also do this? Can I take Friday's movement from these tops, right? And try to connect the dots. Can I make an overall pattern, a 2-day pattern from Friday to Monday? And lo and behold, look what you have, a downtrend. Boom, see that? All I did was just take Friday's setup, tops, all the way down to these low-key areas on Monday. Still, and if you think about it, Monday and Friday still are holding the same exact bottoms. Same exact bottoms. But you notice how I just took both of those days and made it make sense? I created a what, and I figured out what? A downtrend setup. I know what levels do we need to break out above in order for us to get a reversal. Like, I mean, just take your time. Because, guys, you got to keep in mind, it's not just about looking at one intraday. Half the time, you ain't going to know what the hell it's doing. If you're just looking at one intraday, like, I'm going to just look at today for Monday, it looks choppy, right? All you see is up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. It looks chop, 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 chop. That's all to do. But if I were to take another day or previous day and try to get a better understanding, then altogether, I can see what? A downtrend setup right in front of me. Ladies, y'all see this? All see Nadia, Jenna, y'all see this? So not only just looking at today's day, well, it just look choppy, 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 choppy. I took Friday's play, put them together, create me a range or a pattern to understand the overall situation of what the market is doing. I mean, ladies, now y'all get it? Like all I do is just try to make trading as easy for me as possible. You know, I go over like low key areas, you know, bottoms, tops, the rotations, psychological levels. That's all I do. Cause think about it. Even though we've been going through chops, like let me break it down in reality so far. I'm gonna do a reality thing for you. Even though we did up, down, chop. In reality, the market today has, ever since we fell from 85 level, we just still been in somewhat of a $3 to $4 range. Think about it. After all this chopping is up and down, you're still around damn near 680, and you still got these tops right around 84. So think about it, $4. It just been choppy. It just looked like a lot, but it's really just $4. Cause you got tops, 84. You got bottoms right around 680. Think about it. It's just the same range. It's just choppy. That's it. Uh-oh, I'm watching VIX. I see what you're doing. I see you back above 16. I see what you're doing. I don't think I took my eyes off of you. I've been watching you this whole time. I see exactly what you're doing. So that means spot's pulling. I told you, I just watch. Just keep my eyes peeled to see where we're going. So all I did now that I got my pattern together, now all I can do is just watch these key levels from today. We know that after we drop, how high did we go? 83, all the way back down to a 79.80. So right now, we're underneath the VWAP, where your bottoms is at. Still, again, we're in a downtrend situation. We still have a descending wedge going on. So it's still looking a little weak. See how we never still successfully broke above my line? Still holding up as resistance. I see VIX cooking up. We're still holding above 1650. I know what we can run up to. 688, 17, even up towards that 1723. I know what VIX can do versus what SPY can do. Okay, let me ask you this. Okay, Nadia. Or Jenna and Aussie, what are the main stocks that you women like to, or ladies, that you like to look at? And we'll break it down. We'll break it down to a science. Anything to help. Or in chat, you know, fellas too. Like, what do you guys like to look at? What helps you out? Like, what stocks help you out the most? That you like and enjoy. The ones you like and enjoy. What are your favorite stocks? Is it penny stocks, blue chip stocks, Tesla, Apple, Amazon, Nvidia? Like, what are your favorite stocks or ETFs? Tesla now? Okay, so right now with Tesla, Nadia. Right now, you know, you're still in this range. Remember, we still holding, because you got to think about a $5 range. So you're still holding 75, and you still are getting stuff underneath 480. Even though we got these little breakout areas. Apple. Okay, we'll go over Apple too, Queen. Okay, I got you on Apple. So right now we already went over SPY. So we know what SPY is doing. Okay, I got you. So right now we kind of confirm what SPY is doing, right? So we already seen what SPY is doing at this moment. So far from Friday to Monday, we know for sure that we got so far a downtrend setup, a 2-day downtrend setup. So the goal is, if we want to break above it, we already know what price points that we need on SPY. We know that we need to get above that 682 level, because that's going to get you above the VWAP and go for a possible indicator pull towards the upside. So we know that we want to break out of this little small range that we've kind of been battling back and forth in. Once we get a break above that key level, we need to break above 82 on up. So right now, SPY's not doing anything. We know, again, we're kind of getting hammered at this moment on a descending wedge. As long as I told y'all, as long as VIX holds 1650, that level is going to hold for resistance on SPY. Remember, they do the opposite. If we get a nice push off of that 1650 on VIX, you can expect a pullback on SPY. So, okay, Tesla. We're already holding above 475. So we are still within that range. So the goal is, if you're looking at it on the long side, then we know that we need to get above that 477.50, 478 for that possible push up to 480, because we know our goal is to get into the 480 brackets. So right now we're just going sideways. I know we kind of cracked this little trend line. Matter of fact, let me do away with this trend line. We don't need that right now. We're gonna focus on the range that we're in right now. So let's see. Let's take some. Matter of fact, let's kind of move it around off the realistic movement. So let's take. I know we got these highs here. And let me see. Let's see. I'm trying to get some realistic levels here. Trying to look at these realistic levels, the areas that you have trouble breaking. Because I know the levels, but I want to put it perfectly based off the candles that we see. So we're gonna just play it off because I mean I know how I read it. Because I mean, you know, I have to be, you know, what's the word I want to use? Considerate. Because I have to understand how you guys look at it, not how I look at it. So I can't be selfish. So I have to like play off of what we see. So we're gonna just take off where we at right now, still holding, and we're gonna try to figure out. All right, there we go. So that'll be our little range right here, Nadia. So I had to refix it. Because again, I can't look at it on how I look at it. I have to, you know, I have to put a visual for you guys to understand. So right here, you can see right here we're going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So I had to put the realistic levels so you can have a better understanding of it. So you can see right here where the tops is where you get stuffed at, and you can see right here the bottoms where you get stuffed at where you can't crack. So we're just looking at those realistic levels. So 75, 78 for sure, but we know that we want to get that break above 480. So right now we're at the bottom portion of that little range, bottom area. Okay, so for Tesla, Nadia, are you going long or short? See, SPY still getting weak, still underneath that. I'm still watching this VIX. Still watching VIX. Remember, we held 1650, now it's 1660, so it's still showing some bullishness on VIX. So be mindful of that. See, those candles are starting to change, going from bearish to bullish, and then right here you're going from bullish to bearish. Okay, I got you. Okay, so I'll just round this off. I'll say 70. I'll say 78.50. I'll put it because I want to, you know, I like to round. I'm OCD with this. I'm very OCD. So I'm gonna put 78.50. So I'll put 78.50. Now that's gonna be this little area here that we can't break. So 78.50 from 78.50 for that push up to 480 to 481. But as long as you watch these, long as these bottoms hold, we want to get this break above now this level. So this is what we want to do, Nadia. So we want to break out of this low range here. See this? See this low range where we keep getting hammered at? Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So if we get this break above this 78.50, then we want to get that push back up towards 80 to 81. So we want to go back to retesting these highs here. So that's what we want to do. Now look at VIX. See how VIX is starting to line. Now also you see that, right? See how VIX is starting to heat up a little bit on the bullish side, while SPY's kind of heating up on the bearish side. Is doing the opposite. Now you see what I mean? But once you start to just kind of sit back and wait, sit back and understand. See that? See how you went green, 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 green? From buyers to now sellers, how the candles are starting getting a little weak. Just understanding these key levels. That's it. Just starting to just slowly understand. Yeah, just start to slowly understand without the fear of missing out and oh man, I want to jump in and letting emotions get the better of you. All you do is just take your time. Because think about it. It's nothing to jump in right now because if you understand the candles, it's really no volatility in it right now as of now. It's not making no engulfing candles just yet. I mean, yeah, you got VIX setting up for a possible movement up as SPY is possibly pulling back down. But we already know that the key levels, if you're looking at it go short, we know we need to crack underneath that 70, roughly that 680 level down to the 679 level. So we want to see a nice engulfing candle close underneath. We want to see one candle successfully close underneath. Every time we try to do it, this candle fails, it goes back on up, you reverse. It fails, goes back on up, it reverse. Fails, go back on up, it reverse. So if we're looking at it on the short side, say we want to go for a nice pullback, we want to see a successful candle finally close underneath those key levels. That means that once that candle closes, because that's going to get the party started. That means that once that candle closes successfully underneath, all the other candles are going to pretty much follow it, because that means that this area is no longer support. Now the other candles are going to be welcome to resistance right around 79.80. So right now we're just slowly prepping up. I mean, you already got one resistance area here, which is underneath that 81.18. You can see right here, rejected. But right now you're still consolidating. You're still kind of in a little small range. So it's nothing to really worry about. So right now just still consolidating, kind of just still moving slow. And like I said, look at your candles. It still don't have a lot of strength to it. You got Tesla have a little bit more strength than what SPY does. But yeah, I mean, when you get in this choppiness, just understand it. Just start to figure out where your key levels are. You know, just try to figure that out. Because again, once we break out of these key levels, just say for instance, buyers come in out of nowhere and we go for a breakout, but then we know we can utilize.
Your next level if it breaks down.
Oh, I thought we went over that. Remember I went to it. Talking about SPY, right? We did go over that. What time frame did I use? I think it was 30 minutes. Let me go back to it. Make sure I got the right chart. Is this the right one? Hold on, which one did I have where we broke that down? Was that it? Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go.
Jtraedz 678.
Yeah, that's gonna be one, and then underneath that you're gonna have 75. Now, the reason why, okay, look. Now look very close. All right, Queen.
674.28.
Yeah, okay, look very close. Okay, so right now I extended it out. So you notice it's almost like it's want to make like a big old cup, inverted cup. You notice that? Starting from all the way this way. Okay, but before we fall all the way back down here, you got to understand you got a key level here first. You got this key level here because you got to see this. You see the strong resistance level that we had before, that we had to get above, which was going to be around 70, 74, 75. You can see right here, ran up, hard rejection. Ran up, hard rejection. So all you do now is take this old resistance, now go this way towards the present. So that means is if we get a crack below that 80, 79 level, you got room down to 75 to 78. But the main key level that those sellers are going to try to test is what? It's going to be around at 74, 75. Because it's going to be an area they're going to purposely pull back down to. And even for buyers, because buyers may try to look at it for a possible buying opportunity to trap sellers now for a move back up. See, when you were underneath that level, it was a bull trap. See, when you would go up, you would come back down. Go up, come back, come down. That's where your sellers were sitting at. See, they would trap the bulls here. See that? We did it once, we did it twice, we did it 3 times, and then wind up.
Okay, I put my lines in.
Yeah, so I used a, how far to go back? Because this one I think was dated all the way back for November 20th through the 14th. If you go back a little bit, you can see right here where we had the strong area. So now, like I said, now being above it, it can be possibly be treated like a magnet. Think about it. You leave from it, you return to it. You leave from it, you return to it. You leave from it, you return to it. You see how it acts like a big magnet on both sides of the fence? It can act as a pull up, pull up or a pull down. You notice that, and you always find your way right back to that price point. So that means that if we going this way and we get a dump, 9 times out of 10 they're gonna be aiming right for this area here. So the question is, can buyers now flip the trap? Can they now turn it into a bear trap instead of a bull trap? Because we seen what the sellers did to the buyers every time they kept trying to go up to break this key point. Sellers that come in aggressive, go up, sellers that come in aggressive. Go up, sellers come aggressive. So we know what the sweet spot was for the sellers. Now that we're above that area, now can the buyers use it for the possible bounce? So, for example, I'll draw it out. Y'all already know me. Let me do this. Go to Windows. Yeah, right. I got dog it. Come on, Windows. All right, cool. So right here, right around this 75-ish area, you notice that? But you always find your way back to it, but it also acted as resistance. You run up, you get rejected. You run up, you get rejected. You run up, you get rejected. You run up. But notice you always find your way back to that price point on both sides, like I was talking about. You always find your way back to that one particular price point. So it's like you leave from it, you return to it. You leave from it, you return to it. You leave from it, you return to it. Leave from it, return to it. So think about it. Now you've been going up, and you're not too far from possibly retesting this area, but now on the upside, because now that we're above this price point, buyers could possibly see this as a demand zone to possibly reverse, because now that you're above this strong area, that's no longer resistance, but now could be a support line. So you see right here, when we went underneath it, you got rejected. You went underneath it, you got rejected. But now the question is, can the buyers reverse it? Now utilizing it for support. So here was resistance, and here could be considered support. So As we pull back underneath all these key levels, hold this for the possible, and I wouldn't see that as a bad thing because I can see more and more buyers stepping in, collecting even more buyers for even a harder push. So I could see that. I could see buyers coming in, gathering a bigger army of buyers, and now going to push towards areas that they couldn't break. So basically seeing the 82s up to 88s, up like towards these strong key areas. So I could see that. I could definitely see that. So we'll keep it on watch. We'll see where we go. We'll keep it on watch. We'll just see how it's gonna pan out for today. How Monday is gonna pan out. So now that we know what this possible bottom could be if we do get a hard pullback, because again, old resistance can turn to possible support. So we can definitely see some pullback. And also if I go back to my 12-hour chart, look right here. Oh, look. Matter of fact, Aussie, Nadia. See? Look, that same exact area. Look at the pass. See where you bounced at? Right around that 75 area. Look where you ran up to. 81, then back on down. Then you rebounded off that same area again. Ran right around at 81, back on down. Then you broke above 81, up towards 85. So in other words, you can see that they utilized that for support at one point, that green line. So you see how we came on down, buyers utilized it for a bounce for that move back on up. So you can see how they went from the green line to the yellow line. So, excuse me, as we are underneath that yellow line, can we pull back down? Get these bottoms for that pull right back up to that yellow line. No, so can we see a pullback bouncing opportunity? So we'll see. We'll see what the buyer's gonna do today. Are they gonna, get back above the 82s, or will we get this pullback? So let's just keep our eyes peeled to see where we go from here. We'll see. Because I see a lot more opportunity, to be honest. I see a lot more opportunity this way. That could be a definitely big bear trap for more buyers to step in for a nice push back up. Because that'll be solid. I ain't gonna lie to you. To me, that'll be a solid play. To go from these tops, get a full rotation from tops, mids, bottoms, and all the way back on up, catching the lowest areas possible where you can just hold a play back up to the upside. That'll be a sweet profitable opportunity, I say. Me personally, go from here, and then catch these bottoms down here, and then reverse back up. Something like that to that nature, that'll be a sweet spot. Shit, 75, then you get back up toward, that's a $10 movement. Say for instance, those buys came in at 75 and it pushed this bad boy back on up to 85. That's $10. That's a $10 movement. So yeah, I see some good opportunities that could present itself. So we'll see. We'll definitely see. Now for my shorts, if you are in or want to get in, you can clearly see we need to stay underneath those areas here because we got to turn that into resistance. Pull your way back down to the 80s, that 79 level, crack that floor, and pull back down to these key levels. So from here to here. So that still will be a profitable opportunity when you can play like the continuation downtrend. See that? So we'll see. We'll see what they crack-a-lack. What's crack-a-lacking, what they up to right here. We'll see exactly what they trying to do. We'll see exactly what they trying to do right at this little pivot point. Because again, I wouldn't mind a strong pullback down here. The lower the better, I would say. For better opportunities right back on up. I would gladly take that. Shit, think I wouldn't? I would gladly take it. Oh, and also you can see it on my 12-hour chart too. Nadia, Aussie, watch this. Almost the same key areas. Watch, if I go to my 12-hour, it's almost the same exact price point. They kind of line up together. So if I go to my 12-hour, see? 88, 82s, down to the 74s. See? You can see right here. Ran on up, got rejected, right back on down, now back underneath 82. Next possible secondary level is going to be around 678, and you're right about that. And then after that, you got right around 75, 74. Because that's the old breakout area. See that? Broke out of this little range.
Yes.
Yeah. So let me, matter of fact, let me highlight that little area. Let me highlight that area real quick, because that 78 could be the next possible area where they can pull to. It's almost creating like a little range right here from 82, 87. I'm sorry, 78 down to 74. Because right here, this is the old breakout area down to 74. So I could see a nice pullback down where buyers can, and we talked about it, right around to that 75-ish area. turning old resistance to now possible support. So I could see a nice pullback this way, and then a nice reversal back. So we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I see some good dip buying opportunities that could be presenting itself coming up. So which way we going? Okay, so right now, okay, we still testing. Okay, so we still testing that pivot point. All right, all right. So that's why I'm watching this pivot point to see if they get above the. Put it like this: if the buys get above the pivot point, stay above that 82. As I mentioned, that's gonna keep you back in this range. Now, if we get rejected, you gotta think about the lower area that way. Because then again, this pivot point gonna be a make or break area. Below it, room down. Above it, room up. That's about as easy as I can put it. It's about as easy as I can put that. So that pivot point is gonna be a tell all. Because you see how it is when you're above that price point, right? Look how much room you have to rotate up. When you're above the 82-ish area, look at this. Bounce, bounce, and look at the room you can run back up to. 88, 90, right? That's when you're on top of the pivot point. Now, below the pivot point, how far can you go down? What was that level when we were underneath it? It's around, no, where is it at? I seen a bigger drop than that. Because I know we bounced off that 75 before. That 74, 75 level, like right here, we bounced, then ran our way back up to 81, 82. We bounced here before. So I'm trying to take some old key areas to figure this out. That looked like a decent area for a good. See what I told you? I told you to watch that pivot point. I told you, watch that pivot point. Watch that pivot point, because again, I just feel like they're going to try to go this way if they don't hold. Like those sellers going to try to yank them back down. I'm telling you, I just have this feeling. We'll see though. I mean, I'm not always right. I mean, but I'm just saying, try to do the best I can. We'll see. I know we on back underneath that 1650 on VIX, so VIX didn't fail. That means SPY gonna try to hold it. Let's see. Yep, VIX already fell back underneath 1650, so that means that buy's gonna try to go for a push. Chop City, man. Chop City, ladies. Chop City. We're going back and forth. Like I said, the main breakout area you want is 82. A lot of back and forth. And especially with this 1650, I'm pretty sure we're going to see a lot of back and forth. If we see a lot of back and forth around that 1650 with VIX, you're going to see a lot of back and forth right here. But right now, we're underneath it, cracking it. So SPY should be pushing, if anything. Yeah, because you got a nice little move back down. Because remember I was telling you guys on VIX is building a higher low? Yeah, not also remember I was telling you that VIX is making a higher low? So yeah, it looked like it's playing off of that downtrend and falling right back underneath 1650. So with VIX falling and pulling back, we should be pushing up on SPY. So SPY should be trying to get his way back up towards 682. So as long as VIX keeps dumping on off or pulling back, we should be pushing up. So we already got we got 3 red candles already on the VIX. Oops. 3 red candles on that bad boy. So 3 red candles down off of that trend line. Should be pulling our way back down to my old my little buying area. Cause that's where your floor was at. Was around at 1627. And then after that, I think it should be like 15 something. What was the lows? We got 1488. Then you had another area too. What was this one? Yeah, right around 1560. Yeah, right around 1560. So where we at right now? Oh yeah, we still got it. Damn. So if we were to get a hard crack on VIX back down, look all these levels you have to come down to. Cause you got this level to where I bought in at, and then you got these lower levels right here where you bounced at, right around 1580, 1560. So we'll see. Just watch. Yeah, just keep it on watch, Queen. Keep it on watch to see what we're gonna do. We just want to see volatility. Want to see some good volatility. I mean, we spike, look for a possible pullback bounce. Without chasing, without putting yourself in a chasing position. If we get a hard rejection, and if you're going short, just look for a nice little bull trap back down to the downside. So we'll see where we go. We'll see where we about to go. It's gonna be make or break right here. It's gonna be make or break. Either we're gonna stay underneath that price point, pretty much underneath 682, or we're gonna get that break above 682. So which one is it gonna be? What are we gonna get? Still watching VIX, still underneath 1650. So again, that's adding to more bullishness on SPY. And right now you're on top of the 200-day moving average. That's a good thing. Now we just need to get above the VWAP. You're above the 90 MA so far. Buyers should be trying to come in right now. I mean, because you are above. I mean, you are being held by a good indicator off that 200. Because if they can push, you have room to go up towards that indicator where you'll do an indicator gap fill up. That'll put you around 82, 83. Right here, we should be trying to push. See, lower shadow, lower shadow. You see a little bit of buying pressure right on top of the VWAP. So let's see. So buyers should be trying to push, trying to go in for it. Let's see. How's Tesla looking? Tesla, we still having a little bit of trouble, still trying to stay above that 475. I mean, for 478.50. But look like SPY want to squeeze. I mean, because I'm definitely seeing a nice little transition. I'm seeing a lot of lower shadows, a lot of buying, like some little buying pressure stepping in, trying to squeeze their way this way. That's what it looked like. And what time it is right now? It is power hour. But can we get? Come on, buyers. We gotta go for this push. They better not do what I think they're gonna do. They better not wait till no damn 3:30 like they normally do, and then want to do something. I hate when they do that, man. It's so annoying. It's like they like to wait, like damn near when the market about to close to want to go for some type of push or something. Like they like to set up a tricky trap. I call it a tricky trap because power hour to me is like the most manipulative time of the market, because especially once 3:30 kicks in, you got 30 minutes to the market close. It's like all of a sudden you start seeing just rapid movement out of nowhere. Because right now what time it is? 3. So I mean, so it looked like what they're trying to do. Oh, see, I'm not saying it's going to exactly happen. Look like what they're trying to do is like consolidate right here, and look like they're trying to go for a possible squeeze. So it looks like they're going to try to consolidate if we do have enough buyers right here, they're going to try to go for that 682's push. But the question is, what time are they going to do it? They better not start doing this crap in no damn 3:30, like 30 minutes. Because that's one thing I do not touch. One thing I don't like to trade, I'm going to tell you right now from my experience, I do not like to touch. I really don't even like to touch power hour. I ain't going to lie to you. I don't even like to touch a power hour. Let alone 3:30. Hell no. Oh, no. I stay right away from it. I let them have it. All I do is just take to see on where we close at, and then I wait for the next setup for the next day. But nah. Cause that bad boy gets so manipulated. Cause right now, I mean, you can see what the buyers are trying to do. You can see up a lower shadow, and you can see them trying to hold that counter right on top of that VWAP. So it looks like they're trying to create some squeeze. And another reason why they do that too, Aussie, is because a lot of the times, depending on the direction, whether it's calls or puts or calls, what they'll do is you might have some 0 DTE traders too, right? Because you know how those contracts expire at the end of the market. So a lot of times they'll kind of stall them out, right? Especially say for instance, okay, you going in for a put, thinking that we're pulling back. You'll have a group of buyers, a group of traders that'll hold it, right? Because they're trying to make that, make their time decay kicks in, because you're getting ate up by time. Your contract expiring, time decay kicking in, your contracts are becoming worthless, and then next thing you know, that bad boy explodes up. Trust me, they'll do something like that. Cause they like to catch a lot of beginner traders with 0 DTEs that don't know what they're doing. They're still stuck. Cause think about it. Look how this. I know it's on the 30-minute, but notice how we just still kind of hesitate. I'm gonna go to a 5-minute too, but I like looking at the 30-minute because you can see the overall view. But let me go to a 5-minute. Let me go back to 5. How we looking on 5? All right, watch. Go back to a 5. See how it's starting to slowly build like somewhat of a little uptrend. So it's kind of stalling those shorts out. because the short's not being able to get a nice pull yet. So you notice that? How they just kind of stalling them out because they moving up like a slow ladder. So if you ain't on the put, you kind of getting stuck. I told you, you gotta watch that. The manipulation is crazy. The manipulation is crazy. I mean, also looks like they're trying to go for a possible cup. If they can get back up towards that 83 where they can close this little area out. I mean, it looks like a little slow cup they're trying to go for. Right here we had these top, or this little area here. If they go for it, they look like trying to go for a cup. A nice red to green move. Let me see if they're gonna go for it, but they're gonna have to blast past 82 for sure. Let me set up another line right here. Cause we gotta get above this little area. Right here. Gotta get above this little area. To close it out. Rectangle. Like I said, because your most, to me, I think the best trading times to trade is early in the morning. I'm gonna be honest. To me, it's most volatile. Because after lunch, it just consolidates, unless we have something coming out, like an FOMC meeting, or something to that nature where, where the volatility can move right back on in. It's just like, you just consolidation, and you gotta wait for volatility to move in. Especially if you jump in early or too early, and you just waiting. Oh my God. I know we all done caught that. We all done it. I done it too. I plead the fifth. I had to learn from my mistakes. And that's why I always look at my times. I look at, the times from 9:30, 10:30, 11, 11:30. Like I'm always watching. You see how volatile it is, and then all of a sudden you get like a little bit of a shift. So let's see what they trying to do. Now you back above. See how they slowly creeping on top of that VWAP? See that? They trying to stall those zero DTEs out of their contracts. They trying to slowly stall those puts out. I see exactly what they doing. See? Well, I told you. They trying to stall them out. So if you got a 0 DTE and you stuck, you stuck. Like you stuck. You stuck. Cause look what they doing. Building this uptrend. Building a higher low. Now above the VWAP. Trying to close out a cup. So if you in on a short and you got in here or right here, yeah, you should buy out of luck. You buy out of luck. Especially if you don't know how to read that. You jumping in up here thinking, we about to pull back. You trapped. Are you trying to get in right here thinking it's gonna fall? You trapped. Because next thing you know, now the market is going up. Your profits or your contracts are just going down. Every single minute, every single second. Especially the closer and closer it gets towards that, the market closing, man, then next thing you know, you stuck as a seller and you got nobody to sell it to. That makes it even worse. Now you gotta wait for your broker to get you out. Trust me, guys, I done it all. I had to learn from my mistakes. I had to learn all. So the best thing to do for those who still want to trade, even in power hour and so forth, or even after lunch, just change your contract over. Especially because you got to keep in mind, and also as I was telling you this, you got to keep in mind, guys, that your SPY, your SPX, all of those are daily contracts versus what Tesla, Apple, Amazon, Nvidia, those are weekly contracts where you don't have a lot of pressure on you because you can use the same contracts Monday through Friday versus your contracts with SPY, SPX, and those are dailies from 9:30 to 4, so or 4:15ish. And then again, you go through the headache of, man, now you got to close this contract out. Now I got to open up this contract. Now I got to close this one out. Man, give yourself a little bit of breathing room. Nothing is wrong with, if you want to go with a day out or 2 day out, nothing is wrong with that. Nothing is wrong with that. So you don't get caught in a 0 DTE, and especially if you don't have the skills to do it. I mean, you got some people that are killing on a 0 DTE, but I'm talking about the ones that don't know how to switch it out. That'll use the 0 DTE all the way to the market close. Especially you in on the put and you're not getting a pullback. Trust me, when I started getting into options, I didn't know how to do that. I didn't know what to do. Like I didn't know how, and I'm just being honest, I didn't know how to read contracts. Like, I didn't think about strike prices. I didn't focus on delta. The only thing I was focused on cheap contracts. But I didn't realize the cheaper the contracts that I was getting, some of them don't even move. Some of them not even volatile because you're going too far out of the money that has no volume to it, and you'll get caught in those type of contracts. Now, it is a trick to it. I know how to do it. I had to learn how to do it. Like, to get cheap contracts and still work in your favor, I had to learn how to do it. So I know how to do it, though. It took me a while. I was like, oh. So, in other words, I can still get like a 10 cent or 20 cent contract and still working to my favor, being on the right side of momentum, when that bad boy can shoot up to like 50 cents, 75 cents, up to $1. So I know how to narrow it down now. Because I had to go through those experiences to realize how to do it. So, and also we went over this. I mean, we went over this. You know what to do. That's why I tell you guys, the one-on-ones are important, man. That's why I try to break things down to you guys as much as possible. So that's why I do one-on-ones, to break down as much as I can. You know, when I can, you know, break down everything to a science, from charts to time frames to contracts to watch list to Aussie, did you set up your watch list? Nadia, did you set up your watch list? Did y'all do that? Did y'all set it up? Don't even lie. How long have I been telling y'all set a watch list? Have y'all done it? Y'all ain't gotta feel to me. You can tell the truth. Did y'all do it, or y'all still haven't done it? Be honest. Have y'all set up y'all watch list yet? Chat, have y'all set up y'all watch list? Have y'all done it yet? What you mean? It keeps wait. On the way we did it, right? Look, mine's never disappeared. Let me show you. Detach. So like I said, my watch list consists of my blue chips. My second one consists of my scalpers. And my third one is just pretty much SPY, VIX, and all of that. Just let me know, you know, which way the market is moving. You know, if VIX has control or SPY has control. That's really what I use that for.
Still learning the detaching tool.
Yeah, see? They shouldn't disappear, see? It should stay up like that. See, I'm OCD, so I like to kind of make mines. I like to make it, you know, I cover up the white parts because I'm OCD. I'm very OCD. Don't judge me on that. But that's what I do. See?
Mine has a mind of its own.
And you see, but mine never changes. Mine don't disappear anything. I have mine set on. And the way I do mine, guys, if you want to learn that too, like all I do is put last, because that means close. With, you know, daily opens, meaning the opening price, ask bids, and my percentage, just to see which ones are holding. You know, like right now with Tesla, 4%. Like, you know, when I see things like that, to let me know which ones has a lot of volatility, or where most of the eyes are on, whether it's blue chips, scalpers, or, you know, VIX or SPY, you know, to let me know the true direction of the market, what the market is doing. So that's what I have my setup for. Now, if y'all want to learn how to do my contracts and how I break it down, one-on-ones, where I go into further details on contracts. And also, we already went over it. So you already know what to do. So, and just understanding how to set up your charts. Like, what is more convenient for you? You know, how to set up your charts for trading, how to set up your charts just, you know, to watch, you know, and so forth. I mean, we'll go over a lot of things. Like, okay, for me personally, since you can see this side on my live stream, I call it an accordion charts. What that means, I'll put some at the bottom and I can yank them up. See? I can yank them up, look at them at any given time that I want, go over it real quick, grab them, and bring them right back on down. So it's like an accordion. You know, I expand it when I need to, and then I just put it right back down. So I make that easy for myself too, so I don't have too many charts open. So I'll have the main three that you see right in front of you guys. I have those three, and then I have some extra ones I can yank up when I need to watch to see, you know the directions of the market, to see, you know. Oh, you talking about what, these? This? The charts like these? Yeah, because all I do is just put the blue chips in them. So that's how I just kind of keep that's how I kind of keep tabs on which blue chips are holding, so I can alert you guys. Yeah, all you do, no, you just use the same thing, Queen. Use the detach. Look, all you do is use the detach. Watch. That's all you do. Use the detach. I got the whole thing. Yeah, use the detach and grab it at the top. Right here, we got those arrows, and just slam it down. See? That's how you do. And then if you need it, you grab it to the top, yank it up. See? Close it, open it. Close it, open it. That's it. And then you can move it wherever you want to. See that? And that's how I have it at the bottom, the area that y'all can't see on my screen. So I have like 2 of them. So whenever I need it, all I do is go here, click the top, hold it, yank it up. Yeah, that's how you do. And I just call it an accordion because you can just like an accordion. That's why I call it that. But and plus I'm from the South, you know, country, Cajun, accordions, Zydeco, you know. Don't judge me. Don't you judge me. But no, but it comes in handy if you don't want to have too many charts up. You can definitely do that. You can definitely do that. But like I said, I just have it at the bottom of mine whenever the market is closed, and I want to, you know, go over things that I need to break down to you guys, like to tell you guys, okay, which ones are strong, which ones are holding strong, which ones are weak. Like, what did I break down? Meta, Tesla, was still holding, Nvidia, and then I broke down the ones that are, I showed y'all the strongest, and I broke down the weakest. And after I'm done, I grab it and then I close it. Done. So I just make it convenient, you know. So now when everything is off, and you know, I'm not doing my live stream and I don't have like this box and all of that to block half of my screen, all I do is bring it back up and I just make it full size. See, you can't see the other half because I got this thing behind me, but I'll make it full size to see every single stock and go down and break down every price point as possible, so I can help you guys the next day and whatever day I can. So that's all I do. Still getting weak, but you see what I mean? Oh, now he's starting to pull back. Let's see. Let's see. What are they up to, man? What are they trying to do, man? Come on. Come on, Spy. What are we about to do? What are we about to do? Because right now, they still having a hard time trying to get above 82. So let's see. What are they up to? What time it is? You got about 9 minutes to 3:30. Who's setting what trap? That's the question. Who's setting what trap? Is it buyers setting traps or is it sellers setting traps? Which one or which way are we going? Who's about to trap who? Who's about? I know we're pulling back right now. See, what's going to convince me? I want to see an engulfing candle. I don't care if it's up or down. I want to see some. I want to get that notification. I want to start to see a yank. Right now, the only thing that's giving me confirmation, I'm still watching this VIX. I'm still watching 1650, because I told you was gonna see a lot of back and forth around that price point. See that? You leave from it, return to it. Leave from it, return to it. I told you was gonna see a lot of back and forth around that price point. I knew that was coming. All right, we're starting to pull back more, so that means that we about to re-break 1650s? Are we about to re-break it? Let's see. That means that bad boy re-breaks and goes up, Spy's about to do this. So let's see. Are VIX about to step back into control on that? So right now we're getting a nice little pullback. Nice pullback. What was my other chart that I had set up? Let me go back. Was it on my 5? Was I using this one? I think I was. I gotta clean out my charts too, man. I got too many of them open. I got too many open. Don't make no damn sense. I got too many open. Got so many dang time frames, it's ridiculous. All right, let's see. Let's see what you gonna do. They up to something. Watch. Mark my word. Watch. You about to see. Let me see what this manipulation. What's gonna happen? Who about to manipulate who at the end? In about, you know, within 30 minutes. Something is. What's gonna happen? Which one? Are the sellers gonna come in and yank them, trap the buyers, or are the buyers gonna trap the sellers? Because you gotta keep in mind, the reason why I'm saying is we still have yet to take out these bottoms yet. That 680 and 679, we haven't got a candle to successfully close this way yet. Just like we haven't got a candle to have a successful breakout that way. So right now, he's kind of still in the range. He's still ranging. So that's why I'm like, which one is gonna happen? Which one? Alright, ladies, chat, let me ask y'all this. Which one y'all think gonna manipulate who towards the end of the market? You think the buyers gonna manipulate the sellers by pushing? Or do you think the sellers gonna manipulate the buyers by actually yanking? What y'all think? Because I know it look like the sellers want to yank, but like I said, we want to get that crack below these strong demand zones. Because you still got 680, you still got 679, and we know how powerful those levels are still. You know what I mean? Look right here. Go back a little bit. Look how powerful those levels are still. 79, 80. Where all your buyers step in at, so we still have yet to break that yet. We still have yet to break it. So I'm like, who is going to set who up? We still have yet to break these levels on the upside around the 682s, and then the area we 685. So we still got those key levels to the top. So, chat, what y'all think, man? What y'all think? What y'all think is about to happen? What y'all think is about to happen? You think buyers may step in and go for a just out of this world push? Or do you think the seller's going to come in with a surprise yank as we pull back down? Or do you think we're going to just remain in the range until tomorrow? Because we do have data coming out tomorrow. We have the, I think the non-farm payroll. Non-farm payroll. What else we have? I have to double check that. We got a few datas coming out. 8:30, 9:45, and 10. I know the times, but I got to remember what datas it is. Let's see. What datas? And guys, I will post the data to remind you guys tomorrow.
Both down and up quickly last candle.
We're gonna see, Queen. Wait, what's my Y acting up again? Is it working? Oh, now it's working. Okay. All right, tomorrow. What we got? Tomorrow, we got the non-farm payroll, 8:30, and housing starting permits, 8:30, and retail sales, 8:30. So we got 3 forms of data coming out at 8:30. Then we got the PMI composite flash at 9:45, and then last but not least, we have business inventories at 10. So 8:30, 9:45, 10. So question is, what type of impact is gonna have on the market? So right now, we're still kind of turning a little bit. They like we turning right now, Aussie. Turn just a little bit. But like I said, the good thing about this is, Aussie and Nadia and Jenna, it just helps you prepare going into tomorrow. Because all you do is just take those key areas, because it's still gonna put you in somewhat of a box, in somewhat of a range. And and we know that, if we want to see upside or downside, we have to either break out or crack out of the box. So right now, we know that we still have yet to get back above 84. I mean, around this 80, when it's almost 83-ish area up here, these tops. And we know that we have yet to still crack these bottoms. So let me move it down just slightly a little bit. Still in the 80s, but I'm gonna try to perfectly put these candles, the perfect area. All right, so from the perfect tops to damn near perfect bottoms. So y'all can see the range within itself. So question is, which way are we going? It still looks like a downtrend overall. Because again, if we look at it from Friday setup to Monday setup, it looks like overall.
Says, I think SPY is downtrend might go down until Christmas up.
Could I see? I'll be honest. Could I see a pushback to the upside? It's a possibility. Again, as long as we stay on top of these main 2 key levels that we've been holding for a little while. Because how long, matter of fact, let's go back a little bit. How long have we been in that range? Because it's been a while since we've been holding that range, ever since we broke out into it. How long has that been? Let me see. Go back a little bit. Oh, shoot. Made me do all that. My fault. All right. How long have we been in this range? How long? I'm talking about up here. See, ever since that breakout, I'm trying to see how long we've been holding it up here. For how long we've been holding this? Since, November 26th till now?
Jtraedz says, I think SPY trying to go to 675 tomorrow.
Yeah, is that the setup I had before? Yep, see your bottom. See, this is where your true bottoms is at. See how we still holding? Now, we lose that, then that means that this whole little section will fall into this new section. But I could have, that's why I said I gotta fix my time frame. I got too many dang lines on these damn charts. I'm trying to figure out which one I had. Is this it? Is the right one? Okay, this is the right one. There we go. Okay. I gotta remember my time frames. What I gotta save under. Okay, so yeah, see what these possible bottoms could be? When we can pull back underneath. So we've been in this range since the end of November. Still ranging. And the only thing that's holding that bad boy up is these bottoms right here. But if you crack, you got room to fall back now into this key area. I ain't gonna lie, I still like this level better though. I'm just gonna be honest. I still like this level better for a possible buying opportunity, dip buy opportunity. When we come back down here and then push back up, I like that. I definitely like that because I mean it's a strong. It'll be a possible strong support. Now, because look how powerful it was on the short side. Think about it. Nadia and Aussie. Look on how powerful and look how much it benefited the shorts underneath that price point. Look at this. Look at that deep pullback. Look at this. From what, damn near 75 all the way down to 50, almost 54, and then look right here again, 75 all the way down to 52. So that area. So think about it, Nadia and Aussie. Remember the psychology behind those levels. You can turn support into strong resistance. You can turn strong resistance into strong support. So think about it. Think about psychologically how many buyers may see an opportunity to buy down here now that we're above this old strong area. So think about how many buyers may be thinking about, utilizing this area for a possible nice bounce back to the upside. So that's why I said this area wouldn't be bad. Now that we can reverse the play, now going from a bull trap to now a bear trap. Trap those sellers right here, go for that nice move back up. That'll be lovely. I ain't gonna lie, that'd be nice. Cause for some reason, I mean, this is like a magnet. So if you pull to this one like a magnet and hold, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna push back up to this one like a magnet. Think about it. Look, back and forth. You always find your way right back around this 82-ish level like a dang magnet. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You leave from it, you return to it. Leave from it, return to it. Leave from it. I mean, look. So that means if you leave this way and pull back down to this one, that acts like a magnet too. Because think about it. You leave from it, you return to it. Leave from it, you return to it. Leave from it, you return to it. So we can utilize both of these kind of like a magnet and play off both of these levels. That's some good money making opportunities. So that means that we can pull back to this one, get these buys to step in, and then pull back to that one, pull up to that one back like a magnet. I mean, look at the profitable opportunities. 76, 70, 75, 76, back up towards, the 81s, 82s. That's still a profitable opportunity on that. When you get a lot more buys to step in and then go for a stronger push, and especially if we hold, that could be a nice possible. I ain't gonna try to put it in your heads. But it could be a possible nice swinging opportunity where you can hold these key levels and possibly reverse back up. So, just saying, I'm not saying do it. Because I know it's getting closer and closer. Because how long do we have left, boy, before 2026, boy? I know we still got about, 3 more weeks to go? So how are we going to play off of this setup? So we know where the top portion is here. Because you can see every time you hold above, 82, you have room to run up towards 88, 89. So now being underneath that, we have to focus now the lower portion. So we know, once we catch bottoms, get a good bottom area, we know that we know where we can run up to. We know where the targeted and the profit taking opportunity will be at. Once we go back up, we know that. So the only area that I see that makes sense, below is gonna be this old breakout area right here. Because again, old strong resistance can turn into possible strong support. Pull back, bounce. So, in other words, could we? Because I'm gonna tell you what I want. I know it's not what I want. I mean, the market don't care about my feelings. I know it don't. I know it does not. I wouldn't mind seeing a pullback this way. This is what I would like. A crack underneath the 78s levels all the way back down to the 76, 75s, back down this way. And then a possible bounce back up. That's what I would like. I mean, I would like that. But market don't care what I want. So, we'll see. Oops. We'll see. Don't care about my feelings in no shape, form, or fashion. Don't care what I want at all. But we'll see. Could he give it to us? We'll see what the buyers want to do. I'm sorry, the sellers want to do versus buyers. Because we already underneath that 82 still. Underneath now, the 81s. I mean, it looks like we're still curling on down. So it's still giving off a downtrend-like setup. So it's still giving off all of that. Still just giving off a bearish feeling. Like we still got this downtrend setting up. And look at it. VIX back above what? 1650. So that level is holding on the upside. So that means if VIX pushes, SPY's yanking. And I told y'all just to possibly gear up for that if we get that push off of VIX versus SPY. So I told y'all, just gear up for that and be mindful of that. Because VIX do not want to let, and look, right here, you're breaking out of that downtrend setup. Now trying to go from a downtrend to an uptrend. Now still utilizing 1650. What do we got left on this candle? So if that's candle, got about what, 20 seconds? So it looks like it's going to gap up on top of it. And then look right here. SPY's right back underneath that 200. SPY's right back underneath the 200. So could we be possibly gearing up to go for that possible pull that we talked about? From those 70, down to the 78s, down to those low areas. Could we be gearing up to go for that pull? But we got, what, 30 minutes left, though? 30 minutes left. What can we get? So, 30 minutes. So, on the 5. Oh, I'm looking at a 30-minute, what you call it anyway? There we go. I mean, look like it's tilting. It's tilting. It's tilting. Which card was my contract? You see my contract? Wait, did I have the data for the day or tomorrow? Okay, I had tomorrow's date, but it just didn't move. It's like the volume on I'm not doing. It's kind of. Yeah, I had some contracts set for tomorrow on puts, but it didn't really move a lot. Let me see. Let me try to readjust it to see when it's a little bit more volatile. Let me try this one. Let me see. I don't even move. How many cents? 3 cents. I mean, still moving in a good direction. Just not the volatility is kind of making the contracts like. It's just kind of lazy. I'm still watching because I'm trying to see which one gonna play out. Because I see an uptrend, and I still see somebody about to get somebody. Who is gonna get who? Who is about to get set up right now? Who is it? Will the buyers trap the sellers, or will the sellers trap the buyers? Who is gonna win this one? Because like I said, the only thing that's a concern, like I said, that buyers have the upper hand is you're still holding that 80 and 79 level still. You haven't cracked it. Yeah, again, I'm gonna fix my time frames tomorrow, guys, because I got too many numbers. You see that? I got too many set up. I gotta fix that. Is that the one I had from earlier? Yeah, I'm gonna fix that today though. I'm gonna have to delete a lot of them. Who is gonna win, man? Come on, guys. Who gonna win this? We got about how many minutes left? 20 minutes? Almost 20? It still ain't. They setting up for something. Who gonna win? Who's gonna win? Somebody gonna make a move before that bell ring. I'm trying to figure out who's gonna do it. Cause buys get.
Jtraedz says, wait, what was that time frame button?
Oh, right here at the drawing.
Jtraedz says, list.
Just go to your drawings right here. Go to drawings, and you just go to save. You just pretty much save. You can pretty much just save your drawings. That means that, like, if you got like a certain amount of lines on one one chart, you can use another one and change it. Watch, see, I got too many of them. I got a gang of them. So watch, if I go to a regular 5, that's the lines I have set for this one. If I go to the one I was on earlier, you'll go back to this one. See, so you could save it as many times as you want to under a certain name. Pretty much, see, but I gotta fix it because I don't want to have too many. But yeah, you can save your drawing set on what you want to save it to. So like for here, I normally use like a 5-minute chart, so I'll put it underneath 5 and something behind it. But normally I'll put a 5I because that means 5 intraday. So that means that this is the setup without the intraday and pre-market. I mean the pre-market and after hours. So if I use after hours, if I turn my after hours and pre-market back on, then I'll put my normal 5. Like, if I put my after hours and pre-market back on, see? The gray boxes. I'm about to turn it back on.
Never knew that cool.
Yeah.
Was wondering how you did that.
Yeah, you just save your drawings. All you do is save your drawings. Save your drawings. So you see how I added my pre-market and after hours back?
5748 says, for IWM9M across to BWAP for 1 hour.
I'm about to check it out too in a minute, Queen. I'm about to do something. Cause it looked like, cause I know we still holding 1650 on VIX, which is representing bullishness for a possible bounce, which means that SPY could gain. But then if buyers come out of nowhere and push, that's gonna make VIX go right back underneath that 1650. Somebody's about to do something in a few minutes. Something is about to happen. Watch. But that's why I don't trade, 330. Hell no. It gets too manipulative. I don't like that. I can't do it. So Nadia, there go your Tesla queen. There go your push above 478.50, our range that we talked about. So you're going from the bottom range now. Ooh, so that means if Tesla pushing, that may add to that push on SPY. So that means that buyers may, let's see, because if Tesla pushes, that's gonna kind of add a little bit of fuel to the fire on SPY. And look what Tesla's doing towards that 480. So if that bad boy pushes, I can imagine what SPY about to do. So that means buyers may get it, which that means that they VIX may yank right back on these 1650. So let's see, because there goes Tesla, 480 that we just talked about, 480 up to these highs. So you got your rotation, Nadia, from your 475s to your mid area. So now you're at the top portion of that range. So now we want to go from that 478.50 on up to 480 plus. So you got your rotation. So right now you're looking good as far as Tesla. Finally got that one. Yeah, I think buyers gonna get it. Let's see, because it looked like VIX want to fall. So I think that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to set up that trap. We're gonna see. IWM, how we looking? IWM. What was my chart I had set up on that one? Oh yeah, 253. We still holding 252? Yeah, 252 still holding. So we're still holding that little range. 252 to 253, so we're still holding that little range right now. So it's still not mean. So IWM is not really doing too much of nothing still. So you can see where you're getting hammered at, especially your VWAP. VWAP holding you down. So it hasn't made a major move yet. Oh no, we're starting to pull. Man, which way they going? The suspense is killing me. Like, come on, what are we doing? Are we gonna push? Or are we pulling? What are we doing? Because if the puts are gonna pull, they got to take out those floors. If that's what they're trying to do, trying to go for a next leg on down going into tomorrow. Because especially if they're gonna try to turn this into resistance going into tomorrow for another leg down, they're gonna have to break. They don't have to crack this. But if buyers hold it, I mean, what can they do? See, but it's not doing nothing. It's not breaking out nor cracking. I mean, yeah, we're getting a little bit of a candle coming in, but we gotta take out these floors first and foremost. That's gonna be crucial. Gotta take out the 80 to 79 first and foremost if we want to definitely see some more lows coming. We want to see some more lows coming. But why do they always want to do this crap at 330? It's what kills me. Why do they always want to do this at 3:30? When, I mean, they missed all this opportunity to just, they like to wait towards the end of them. I hate when they do that crap. They like to wait towards the end and want to do something. That's the only thing that irks my nerves sometimes. That's why I used to hate holding. Because once I started catching on to that, that's why I trade at the beginning of the market or towards 11 o'clock, and I just, until I see volatility move back in, I don't even touch it. Because I don't like catching these headaches behind this crap. Because it's like you don't know what they going to do. Because like I said, power hour, especially 3:30 to 4, very, very manipulated. Because you never know what it's going to do. You don't know what it's going to do. Because again, floor still holding, top still holding. So it's like you don't know. You don't know. I mean, the only thing you can do is sit here, watch, but understand your price levels going into even tomorrow. Because we know the level's still holding. So I'm trying to go into the right one I just had. God dang it. Yeah, I gotta fix my I gotta fix this for tonight for you guys tomorrow. My bad. I got so many of them. Man, what the one I had the regular one? Is this it? I could have sworn I had two price points on this. Am I tripping? I could have sworn I had two lines at the bottom on the green on my when I had my chart the first time. So is this the right chart I'm using? Matter of fact, bump that. I mean, I don't need after hours, right? I mean, we're gonna just focus on intraday. That's why. Now you see why I take it off? It gets it's just cluttery. I hate that. That's why I take it off and just focus on intraday alone. Bump that crap. It'd be driving me crazy. Cause what it does is it compacts your charts too much, and it's hard to read it. Like you got to keep on maximizing it. I hate that. I like to see it as much as I can. Not what I can in one damn day. I want to see everything. They kind of give me an idea what it's doing. So let's just do this. Let's just do this, guys, so we can try to eliminate the confusion. Right now, as of now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the areas from Friday into Monday. So far, I still see a downtrend. I still see a downtrend setup. That's just what I see. You know, no sugarcoating behind it. I see a downtrend still. This is what I see. I'm gonna just keep it 100. So I still see a downtrend from Friday into today. This is what I see. So I see a downtrend setup. It is what it is. You know, instead of us just all getting headaches, man. Because again, I don't want to, you know, cause no confusion. So I just see a downtrend pattern so far that we need to break out of if we want to see some upside. All right, so right here, let me go back and put the little range that we were in. All right, cool. So that's all I see still. All right. So this is all I see for right now. We tried to, you know, break out, then we wound up getting this nice little move back on down to the downside. So again, all I'm gonna do is use Friday's tops into Monday. So far together, I see a downtrend setup overall. That's what I see. That's all I see. There's no way around it. And what you doing, Vix? What you doing? Are you back above 1650? Yep. God dang it. Why are you going to do this at the last minute? So, couldn't have done this earlier? 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock? To go for a nice little, why wait? Why do this? Why play with my emotions? Why I can have, you know, opportunities. But that's why, but at the same time, I laugh and I clown guys, but you notice how I control my emotions. I'm not getting mad about trading because I know it's going to be other trading opportunities. So when you don't see an opportunity, and when you are in this position, just get yourself set up for the next trading opportunity. If you don't see one, don't force one. So right now, we know that so far again from Friday and Monday, we have a downtrend. We have a downtrend set up. We know that we are in the range. We know that we're still having trouble trying to break above the 82. We have trouble trying to crack below the 80s. So we know right now we are still within a range. So all we're going to do is just take that information going to tomorrow. Until we break out, then we can start focusing on these top levels here. So, right now we're ranging. I was expecting them to do something crazy towards the end, which I still think they may try to. We still only got 14 minutes. I still think they're going to try something. I still think so. I'm going to see what they're going to do. Tesla tried to, but came right back underneath that 78.50. So that came right back in that range. So, he couldn't hold his gains. I still see VIX cooking up. I still see it holding, man. But why at the end of the damn thing, man? Like, couldn't have just done this before? That's cool. Another opportunity tomorrow. That's how I look at it. You know, if you miss an opportunity on one day, catch it for the next day. Think about it. Think about how many people caught the opportunities on SPY twice at the tops. Think about it. Around 488, 490. Drop. Then Friday, drop. Twice the pullback. So right now you're just in a consolidation. Put it like this. Look at where your overall tops is, where you have more opportunities, and look where your mid opportunities is. Think about it. This is like a mid opportunity where you don't, unless you break out, you're just getting some small profits. Would you want to trade this or trade this? Just saying. So wait for setups to present themselves when you have big opportunities. So let's go back a little bit. So we know these bottoms holds pretty well, for sure. But the route and the way this is going, it just looks very downtrendish. It looks like it want to crack this and go down to even lower levels. So that's the way it's presenting at this moment, though. But we'll see, guys. We'll see. We'll see on how we're gonna get ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be another trading opportunity. So right now, it's still ranging. So still have yet to make a true decision what it wants to do. So we just been ranging. So just keeping it just honest with y'all. Just ranging. For right now. Just ranging. Let me put it green for right now. Alright, so we'll utilize that as a little bottom, and we'll utilize this as a little pivot point up to these tops. So we'll see. We'll see what you want to do. And another thing to do too, guys. Another thing to do that I know a lot of y'all do. I'll say I know y'all do it. Don't even lie to me. And tell the God to honest truth. Be 110% honest with me. Nadia, Aussie, Jenna, be real. Because I know I do it from time to time and I have to catch myself. Or in chat. How many of y'all look at the candles versus looking at the actual price? How many of y'all do that? Don't lie. Tell the truth. Tell the truth, shame the devil. How many? How many do it? How many get so caught up on watching the candles that you forget about the prices that's on the side to understand where are you getting rejected at? Where you have support at? Where are you bouncing from? You just watching the candles go up, down, but you take your eyes right off those prices. I'm telling the truth, shame the devil. I've done it time for time. Where I forget about the prices. I've done, but I've done it too. But that's what you want to do, and that's the reason why, Aussie, is why I put the prices. And you can do this too with your lines. All you do is set. If you don't know how to do it, all you do is once you get your price, you just go here to where is it at? Show price, and you go to what side you want. Either show it on the left side or show it on the right side. You can also, if you want to extend your lines, you can do that as well. If you just want to make your lines short. So right here is where you show your prices at. So this is why I always have it this way, because the market goes that way. So instead of having it to the left, I have it to the right, so y'all can see, where we run it, coming up to or coming down to, so y'all can see the prices for yourselves. Now the reason why I put I have these little gray boxes so y'all can see the range. So y'all can cut through the choppiness and y'all can see the range. So y'all can see which way we're moving until we break out of the box. So y'all can focus primarily in that range. That's why I have gray boxes, like grayed out like this, so y'all can focus on bottoms and tops until we break out. Yeah, see, I knew it. I see that. Look what Tesla doing. Look, I knew it. I told you they're going to do something at the end. I knew it. Look what Tesla doing. I told you they always want to wait towards the end of the market to do something. See, look what Tesla doing. Look. Now look what SPY trying to do. It's always towards the end of the market. That's why I say you never know, especially if you got in on a short or put. Look at that. Tesla pushing right back up to 480. That's why I said. That's why I hate trading between 330 to 4, because you never know. It's very manipulated. That's why I say the best times is between 9:30 to at least 11:30 to 12. Shut it off. Other than that, you get consolidation until volatility moves in once again. So all you do, I'm gonna tell you what to do from this point. Is a trick to it. All you do, whenever you have a chance, for those who are using TOS, for those that use that platform, take off your after hours and pre-market and just try to understand the overall pattern. Try to understand the overall setup. Take some time out. Again, when the market is closed and you're not trading, go into your, it's no secret. If I can do this, go into your equities. Turn off your show extended hours. See, when you have it on, it shows pre-market and after hours. That's where you get the gray boxes, right? That's why it starts to squeeze in, because this represents pre-market, this represents intraday, this represents our after hours. But now, since we don't trade after hours and pre-market, eliminate it. So what you do is go to your equities, take off show extended hours and eliminate it. Where now all you're doing is focus on intraday alone. So what you do is, from this point is, all you do is take all your intradays together. So this was Monday today. This was Fridays. So all you do is just try to put them together to figure out a pattern, to figure out, a movement. So, and look at Tesla at the end of the damn market. I knew it. I told y'all watch. watch it after 3:30. After 3:30, they're gonna try something. So, okay, all you do is just go back into the past. Okay. How important is this level? We know that this level held at support at one point, because look how powerful this was, and look how beneficial it was to the buyers. You can see this. Every time we held above that 682, buy step in. 682, buy step in, buy step in, buy step in. Okay, now go across the board. Now going to the present right now. We underneath 682, right? So that means that can hold up as a strong resistance until we break. So that's what I mean by when the market is closed, just try to identify these levels and start kind of like placing your lines right around previous highs, previous lows, and just to kind of get an understanding of how the way the market is moving as we go into the next day. Because you got to keep in mind, the past matters. You got to keep that in mind, because even though tomorrow is a...
How do you get your dotted vertical day marker lines?
Oh, it automatically does that.
Just dotted squares with the price level lines and time lines.
You talking about this right here? Yeah, that's when you take your your after hours and pre-market off. It automatically does that. Take your after hours and pre-market, it should automatically make your vertical lines, because what it
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, just turn it off. Just turn your after hours and pre-market off. That's what that represents. So because it squishes it. It squishes your after hour and pre-market. So it makes it to vertical lines. So that's really your after hours and pre-market, but it's just like this. But when you turn it on, it opens it. You notice that? So right now it looks like dotted lines, vertical dotted lines. But then when you turn it back on,
Jtraedz says, I have mine just as squares.
what's your vertical? It should automatically open. It should show this. Because like I said, the only time it's going to open up when you turn it back on. So you go back to open extended hours, it's going to go back gray. See? So those dotted lines, see? It's going to push. What it's going to do is it's going to push the grays right into those lines.
How do you rate the box pre-market high and low?
What you mean? Oh, just put your lines in, Queen. Like what I'll do is, okay, I'm gonna show you another thing that I do. Okay, so like before going live with you guys, I do turn off my after hours and I do turn on my pre-market, mainly my pre-market. So what I'll do is I'll put in my lines. Oh, you're talking about like this here? This the open. This is where the market opens. If you're talking about that purple line, all you do is go to studies. You go to your studies and it should be under daily open. Yeah, you just go to daily open. So what it does is wherever 930 hits, it automatically draws a line for you, letting you know where we opened up at. So you can see right here, we opened right here at this price. And another thing too, if you can't see it, you can go up to this level here and it'll show you. Go up here in that little box, your daily open, it'll tell you what today's open was, 685.74. But that's what that pink line represents. That means that's daily opens. So that means it'll go away from today, and then they'll open up a new one tomorrow. It just lets you know where it opens up, where the market opens up at. So we opened up right here, and we got rejected underneath the open, and we've been falling ever since. So that's what that represents. So all you do is go into your studies, and you go into daily open, and bring it over to your into your chart here, and click apply OK, and it should automatically do it. But yeah, but like I said, I normally turn on my pre-market to understand what the highs and lows is, and I start to place my lines, and then once I do that, I turn it off, because it's just like I said, I want my charts to be nice and neat, you know, because I don't trade in pre-market after hours, but I will use the highs and lows, of course. So once I do that, I turn it off, and that's how I go with, you know, and I proceed with my trading. So that's what I do. So once I do that, now all of a sudden I put all my intradays together, and now I'm just trying to figure out a pattern. I'm trying to figure out what tops is. I'm trying to figure out what bottoms is, you know, because Mondays and Fridays problem is going to be Tuesdays and Wednesdays problem. So that means that until we can crack 680, 679, then that's going to be Tuesday's floor until we either crack it or move up to higher price points away from it. So right now, as of now, with us looking together, we try to break out of a range, back in a range. Break out of a range, back in the range. Break out of a range, back in the range. So all we are, guys, is back in the same range again to figure out, okay, what's going to be the next move. When, you know, if buyers do step in, again, can we see a downtrend breakout going into tomorrow? We do have some data coming out. It could be positive. It could be negative. We don't know. If it's positive, we should be seeing a nice break to the upside, 62 plus, where we can start to now maneuver our way back up to the upside. If it's negative, 9 times out of 10 is going to play off of that same downtrend or that price point around 62. Right back on down. So it all depends what's going to come out at 8:30, 9:45, and 10 o'clock. But we'll see. But right now, as of now, we know what we had in front of us on spot. We have a downtrend-like setup, still getting hammered underneath the 684, 682s. So right now, which is putting us in what? A range. And look at Tesla, right back on down. Right back down. So it couldn't even hold its gains. Try to go for a quick spike, right back down. So that didn't help SPY at all. That didn't help SPY not one bit. So all it did was, again, you broke out of a range, back in the range. Break out of a range, back in the range. Break out of a range. All you did was just try to do a channel breakout, back in that channel. That's it. So you're just back in this range again as the market is about to close. So that means that our focus points is going to be between 82 and 80. 82 area that we cannot break, and around that 80, 79 that we cannot crack. And all we're going to do, guys, is just take these prices, go into the next day. You know, what type of volatility is going to come in? Can buyers give us that push above 82? Can sellers give us that crack below 80? That's the question. And then from there, we'll play either the downside or the upside. You know, play the continuation downtrend or play the reversal. So Right now, guys, about to be heading on, soon be heading on out. The bell is about to ring. Let me give everybody their love before I do head on out, man. Let me tell everybody, thank y'all, man. I do appreciate y'all for coming through. Y'all know what time it is. So, W Chat, y'all know what time it is. Also, W Mods, thank y'all so much. Shout out, salute to everybody. Again, I want to thank everybody for helping me get to 1K subs, man. Y'all helped me get to this level. Would have not made it if it wasn't for you guys. And we're going to keep rocking and rolling. We're going to keep hitting that button and keep it moving, man. But thank y'all so much for everything. So, if you are new to my channel, man, please do your boy a favor. Hit that subscribe button. If you're already subscribed, like, share, comment, and we're going to keep it rocking and rolling. If you're on Twitch, follow or subscribe to avoid the ads. That is it. And your boy is about to soon be signing on off. Y'all know what time it is. Bell is about to ring. Let's get ready to rock and roll. Game over. So yeah, guys, just be on lookout tomorrow. Again, we'll watch those levels. Right now, we do have Tesla pulling pretty hard back down towards that 75 level. Tonight, I will get everything together, guys. I will get all the charts set up. Nadia, Aussie, I got y'all specific charts. I already know which ones y'all want, so I got y'all for tonight. And we'll go from there. Once I finish the 101s, Jenna, I will be going back to doing my live streams in the morning, guys. So I'm letting you know, I will be back doing morning live streams coming on at 9:15 till about 1:30, 2 o'clock, somewhere in that bracket. So I will start back because I had to keep my word because I said once we got over 1,000 subs, I was going to start going back to doing morning breakdowns. So y'all have me in the morning again. I just got to get these 101s out of the way, and then once that's done, I'll be returning back. So y'all have me, I promise. But congratulations to all my traders. Congratulations to those who didn't trade, who had the discipline to sit on their hands and wait for the next trading opportunity. Don't gamble. Remember that. But yeah, so I have a few more 101s to do, guys. But once that's done, I will be letting you guys know when I will be fully going in the mornings and so forth. But so other than that, man, guys, y'all stay blessed. Y'all stay safe. I had a great time today. Again, thank y'all so much for giving me over 1,000 subs. Y'all keep hitting that sub button, man. And we're on our way next to 2,000, and we're gonna just keep it going, man. Thank y'all for everything, man. It wouldn't be no me if it wasn't for you guys, man. Thank you. But y'all know what I'm about to say before I head on now. Y'all know what time it is. Maximize your reward, minimize your risk. Always put grateful over greed, and you will succeed every single time. Till then, guys, I hope everybody stay blessed, stay safe, and I will see y'all. See y'all for tomorrow for Take Profits Tuesday, man. Love y'all. Y'all stay blessed and safe, man. Peace.
Subscribe for more content.